Tom Grossi's in the building.
I do hate the Vikings. Yeah.
The Detroit Lions got Brian Branch. The Packers could have had Brian Branch.
Mahomes just fires it and intercepted! Pay for the D! Going deep for it, going for it all. Caught! And nobody's there! Run! What happened, Bears? What happened? Who would have thought?
I know. Look at us.
Quick throw! Oh! No! Yes! No!
Let's make some noise.
He's gotta go finish the story!
Oh my God.
Wait, he caught that? This game is on drugs.
Sorry, Wildflower just must have inhaled too much.
Wide right again? Why would you do this, scriptwriter? Half a freaking frackin' million people. We raised $500,000.
The NFL Fan of the Year is Green Bay Packers fan Tom Grossi.
That's me.
It's frickin' time.
Posse Packers! Nation, welcome to an episode of Podcast, a podcast where you don't any Packers fan, but it sure does up. I'm your host, Tom. On Monday night, I get on a plane to go to London, to then go to 5 countries in 10 days to raise $100,000 for St. Jude. Let's freaking get it. Grossi, how we doing, baby? Go with a fiver. It's Friday. You know what that means. It's true. Moosey's here. Moosey is wilding out. My boy. How you doing? Oh, we rocking. We are rocking. Listen. There's some crazy stuff going on in the world. International trip. It's on Monday. Does not feel like it's on Monday. It's going to be a time. Moosey doing all right. Limping a little bit, but he's doing all right. Right, Moosey? He's sleeping next to Calvin right now. I know. So close. We're right there, folks. We're right there. The video's going to go out on Tuesday to announce the start of it. Donations will open. The incentives, they're all been announced. We'll do a little recap on Tuesday, and we'll get ready to rock. Oh, yeah, fresh haircut. We got the haircut yesterday. Had a look. I look good. Plus, I imagine it's going to be very hot in Mexico and Brazil in June. I imagine. So, that's it. Oh, we ain't traveling on a holiday. Oh, no. This is business. This is business. So, going to Brazil to watch the Packers. Not to watch the Packers, but I will be in Brazil in like a week and a half. So, hope to see you there. Quasimodo with a fire Tom. Only 1 week left of school, then 2 months student free. Let's go. I want to send you a beer. How do I do that? Well, listen, sending beer is illegal. Can't do that in some places. But you are more than welcome to send olive oil, to which I have a P.O. box that is in the description. Should you send olive oil, I guess I could get it that way. So, but definitely not beer. And the beers that I hate the most, I hate IPAs, I hate Belgian beers, I hate light beers like Allagash White. Don't get me started. Oh man, those are just terrible. So definitely would not want any of those. Nay. P.O. Box 614. That's true. Hey, officially school free. Let's go. Come on. Jed, Tom, it's awesome to see you again. Please be safe on your international trip. Sad you won't be coming to Cincinnati, but happy you're going. Listen, I'm excited. I'm so effing excited. I went to Mexico like once as a kid. I've never been to any of the others places. I've never been to London, never been to Germany, never been to Spain, never been to Brazil. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm excited. It's going to be chaotic. There's going to be 3 9+ hour flights in the span of 5 days, which are going to be, but we're going to do it. Why do we have the ref spot the ball before the QB can spike the ball to stop the clock? Well, I had to make sure it's in the right spot. Make sure no teams are cheating over there. Zeno to fire, doubt it happens. Will there any chance you do another division reaction to the season? Do you have anything planned after Coach? I have some ideas, but right this second, there's nothing concrete because it's International Stadium Tour and Coach. Those are the two things that are on my mind right now. Jason Terror, go have a Guinness on me in London. Hey, appreciate you. I actually been to the Guinness Brewery in Dublin. It was very nice. Very nice. Space with Terror. Tom, need the Bucks season video to have the Bucks fan utterly mystified. That's why everyone's picking them to be terrible in 23, then be dismayed again when everyone picks the Falcons in 24. I got you. Yeah, I was trying to get one out today. I just didn't have time to get it out. I had to do some work. And then I'm going to definitely try to get one out Monday, though. Elijah, welcome to the posse. Appreciate you. Do you know when tickets for international games go on sale? I think they're already there. But I'm just to be clear, I'm going literally on Monday. I'm not going for the games. I'm going June. So, you know. IDK with a $5. Next time Scooter tries dissing you in the Packers, just say, don't talk to your father like that. Tom, when in London, Oliver needs to make an appearance. We are not bringing any GCU. I am not losing things again. Nay. Kel, appreciate you. Thanks for the membership. Gambo would fire some money for you, Tom. Make sure you drink a red ale for me if you like those. Red ales are pretty good. Red ales are pretty solid. Oh, Stanley Cup. Oh, my God. They're so good. Yeah, Ice Kitties playing tonight. Going against the Rangers. That game last night, was so good. Dallas and Edmonton, that was great. That was, like, really, really, really good. I lost things. Yeah, I lost the Wildflower crown and jersey. Yeah, it was miserable. It was miserable. Appreciate you, Ryan. I don't know about celebrity. Celebrity's a high bar, but appreciate Wildflower, the whole thing. Think the Chiefs are winning again? I think they have a good chance to. Again. Oh, I'll be drinking all the beer, Sean. I can't wait. Oh, Germany. Tommy's gonna be having a lot of beer. Bees with fire. Would you rather take a Harlem Sidekick, Batista Bomb, or Tombstone, or Chokeslam? Ooh. You know what? I'll take... I mean, are we going in kayfabe or not? Because, like, just taking the move, Tombstone would be fine, because, like, I'm going to be protected. There's not really a lot of impact there. But if we are, like, if we're like, oh, it's going to kill me, I'll take a Chokeslam. Batista Bomb is going to hurt. Like, especially if it's from Batista, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Travis, how we doing, buddy? Good to see you again, Tom. Had a long week, and watching videos really helped me out. Keep doing what you do. Have a great rest of your night. Hope you have a great time traveling. Hey, appreciate it, Travis. Hope you're doing well. Hope that long week is now over, and now a great weekend awaits. Space Marine. I got you, Lieutenant. Sorry, I just came up late. I apologize. Spirit Tour. Happy Friday, Tom. Today's my last day of high school. Let's go. Congrats. You're gone. You're free. That's the most important thing. Just call me. Howdy, Tom and the posse. Hey, what's going on? How we doing? Want to let the NFC North know that Green Bay is coming back for the North Crown. Thanks for keeping it warm. Go, Pack, go. That's what I was saying. We're back. Please, chokeslam through a flaming table? Perhaps. Listen, the real question is, will I get an identical scarf on this elbow on this trip? Monk went up, Betty! Boop! For the kitty. Humidity in Brazil is 80%. Oh, I'm not sure you saw the NASCAR fight between drivers. I did. For some reason, I think it's the low case and makes the sport worse. I don't like hockey because of the fights, but I love fights in baseball. I'm all for that. Not sure why. Baseball, yeah, they usually just clear the benches, right? Hockey, I like because they're just like, hey, just do what you gotta do. Like, beat the crap out of each other, then you go on to sit down for a while. So that's fine. I don't know about, like, lowers. I think it just depends on, like, why you're watching NASCAR and what your perception of it is. But I can see it. I think hockey, though, hockey's just, like, part of it. I mean, it's such a physical game that, yeah. And I was talking to my buddy who actually came down for the Survivor thing. It's crazy because it's so physical, and, like, those little rivalries, like, start, and it's a 7-game series. So, like, as the series goes along, like, those tensions between players continue to rise, and, yeah. Then they throw fisticuffs. Appreciate you, Monk. Justin with a 20. So excited for this Sunday. It's one of my favorite Sundays of the year. First, the Indy 500, then the Coke 600 at Charlotte. Kyle Larson attempted to win the double, which means he will race 1,100 miles in one day. Damn! That man gonna lose some weight, because it's hot. It is hot in those cars. Damn. Golden with fire. Clickbait punishment. Loser has to do a hair transplant with 5. She's like, we gotta go get a hair transplant. MD with Terra, headed to SummerSlam in Cleveland. How was the atmosphere for WrestleMania? The first night, it was pretty cold. First night, it was decently cold, but the second night was a lot of fun. The second night was so much fun, and SummerSlam should be super duper dope. And then it was announced that not for next year, but the year after, SummerSlam's going to Minnesota. That kind of throwing them a bone after they screwed him out of Mania, but that's going to be interesting. Interesting. I know to fire. Would love to receive his Father's Day cards from Dak and Caleb. What a role model he has been. It's almost Father's Day. It's true. He should. Caleb should be sending something. He should. It's just polite. Kelly, got nothing to say, but Tom, hope you have safe flights. Make sure you sleep and take care of your health. Is it crazy that listen, I'm gonna be tired, right? I'm gonna be, especially at the end, I'm gonna be dead. But and maybe it's just because more things are planned, I'm not as crazy. Not like I don't think it's as hectic. The flights are gonna be rough, but Travis, which I'm not sure your schedule will allow for it. If you're traveling to Mexico, recommend the island of Cozumel. Been there since I was young and been going a great time. Papa Grossi actually has been in Cozumel, and he said it's really good. I have zero time because it's a 12-hour flight from Spain to Mexico City. And so I have no time in that schedule for that. But this is also like, I haven't been to a bunch of these places. So it's like, okay, here's where I want to go back. Yeah, I'll watch King and Queen of the Ring tomorrow. Oh, I'll have it on. Ever had a Vermont beer? Yes, I have. A few of them, actually. Joe, safe travels over the next week plus. When you get to Sao Paulo, Brazil, just remember they're not far from winter. May help mentally cool you down. Okay, mentally. It's all in the mind. I do kind of have an idea of what to expect. And again, just the fact that it's all planned already gives me a lot of, I don't have to worry about making phone calls about where the fan event is going to be and having a bunch of fans go, we're waiting around the stadium. Where are you? Like, I don't have to, that's good. Just getting a degree in teaching. You just find a college that has like an undergrad. I always find is easiest. There's some that have 5-year programs, which you could get your master's and you just stay in school for 5 years instead of the traditional 6. So I'll just do that. You nervous? First time. I've been nervous lots of times. 80% humidity. Yeah, 80% humidity is just a mindset. That's what I like to think. You know, whose house? Swerve's house. Come on now. Swerve's house. It should save a lot of headaches because I gotta tell you, like the majority of the stress, it wasn't getting into the stadiums. It was honestly just, I don't want to keep fans waiting. I want to make sure that, like, you know, I'm able to meet there and find a spot. So now that that's done, it's an old friend. Exactly. Just pats you on the back. Right next to SUNY New Paltz. Hey, there you go. Alum of SUNY New Paltz. Let's go. Yeah, no, New Paltz is, I was actually thinking, because I went up to New Paltz a few weeks ago. I hadn't been back in a hot minute. And I went up there and I was just like, man, out of like all the things and stuff, like I definitely did not regret going to school there. Like it was a great place to go to school. I really, really enjoyed it. Stern, return, not leave Johnny on Achilles Island. Listen, just gotta wake up in time. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Maddie, go pack. Come on now. Tanker with a terror. I'm only here to give Tom very slight intimidation. The Vikings might be good every stream. Go Purple Satans. Bless your heart. Where's Justin Jefferson? And I don't even care if that story's overblown and it means nothing. But for now, I will strike the same fear. Gods with a fiver. Ram thought I had earlier. Jordan loves to show up whatever game they play near Halloween dressed as Dude Love. I wouldn't hate it. You know what it should be, actually? Jordan Love should dress... This is... If Caleb Williams isn't good, I think he's going to be fine. But if Caleb Williams isn't good, and we, like, have an idea, then Jordan Love should dress up as a Chicago Bear for Halloween so they can finally see what it's like to have a good quarterback. That would be great. Adam! Someone meeting like Heathrow? Don't try to drive from airport, take public transport, not a taxi much faster. Oh, I got you. Yeah, no, we're all set. We're rocking. Appreciate you, Adam. Just to a terror. Sometimes after a hard work day, I'll pop in an old GTA game, maybe San Andreas or Vice City. And just start a 6-star rampage. It really feels so satisfying. Can't beat classic GTA. Yo, classic GTA is so good. Vice City is still my favorite GTA of all time. It is. The other ones are good, don't get me wrong. But yeah, Vice City will always have a special place in my heart because the soundtrack. Come on now. Ghost went up, Fetty! Boop! With a kitty. Packers win! Week 12. Final score. Packers 32, Lions 19. It's a Thanksgiving miracle. Cue the chant. Oh, I guess history repeated itself on Thanksgiving. That's right. Now this year we just have to beat them after Thanksgiving, but similar timeline. The North is gonna be so much fun this year. It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. How you doing, Ghost? Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Isaiah with a fire. Tom, just got an interview to be a plumber. Hell yeah. It's a short Italian. Should I just lean into the Mario memes? Absolutely. 100%. If you don't show up in overalls, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? If you're not, then what are we doing? Come on. Kevin, thanks for the $1.90. Bees with a fire. With all the extra media exposure in the modern day, replacing too much expectations on rookies. Yes, 100%. I think, especially when you have like those outliers, like you have a Joe Burrow come in. Obviously, first year was injured, but second year going to the Super Bowl. CJ Stroud having a great year last year. That those are outliers. Like we talk about the draft, and you talk about Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels. Odds are some of those guys are not going to work out, or they're not going to be like elite players that justify where they were drafted. I mean, Zach Wilson, number 2 overall pick, right? So yeah, there are way too many expectations, but gotta get those clicks. Gotta get them. Jack would fire. I think you might get too big to have a personal connection with your fans. I'm in a bowling tournament tonight. Can I get a boop for luck? Boop. Good luck. So, Jack, that's a really good question. And that's actually something that I've talked about a few times on here. I don't think so, to be honest with you, because I'm very aware. Like, I've built this just brick by brick, right? So, I've built this, and we've built this amazing community together. And, like, I'm not going... That's just not who I am. Like, one NFL fan of the year. Like, we still do Friday night Q&As because I like to do it. It's not an obligation. Like, I like to do it. All those games that I stream, I just like to do it. So, I don't think so. I think that there might be things that just, like, pull my attention away. Like, for example, like, I would like to put out more videos these past few weeks. I'm still putting out content every day, but I would like to put out more videos, but it's just things are pulling me away from that, like the International Stadium Tour and stuff. So, I don't think so. I think just it might look a little bit different, but the community will remain. Get on with a $5. When the donation's open, I'm going to be the first 100. I'm going to donate 185,570. First, I need to go to the bank, Bonnie and Clyde style. Listen, I can't say I recommend that, but if you were to succeed, appreciate you. Amber with Fire Tom turned 29 today. Happy frickin' birthday. Looking forward to seeing you in London next week. Be safe and God bless Bo Nix. Let's go. Oh, UK, London. You're gonna have to start off the entire thing. I'm excited. Again, the only thing I'm really nervous about is donations, but that's how it's donations, fan events. I'm of the mindset, if one person shows up, I'm a very happy person. So that's where I am with that. I wound up like co-hosting that, and it was like very late. It was like a couple hours before I like texted Aaron Nagler because they did like a Cheesehead TV meetup during the combine. And I was like, hey man, can I like go to this? And I was like, should I just like promote it? And I did. And there was like 3 people that came out like specifically just for me. And we just like sat around and drank for like a couple hours. So yeah, we're going to rock out regardless. I cannot wait. So that's it. It's going to be a grand old time. It's all just the donations. Ghost with a fire. Week 13 back at Lambeau on Sunday against the Chiefs. I wish you safe travels. Appreciate you. Hopefully Packers can replicate what they did last year. Jeffrey Tour, Sunny 64 and 64. Oh, Sunni 64 and 64. No. Carolina Tour, do you see those alpha males argue on stage? What? Who? Huh? I don't know what's happening. No, I don't. But that sounds funny already. Neo to turn. Gonna be spending the weekend watching Combo Breaker. EO's a bigger fighting game tournament in terms of entrance and interest, but CB is definitely a labor of love for the community. Hey, it's all about that community, baby. All about that community. Stephanie! Go on, Steph, how you doing? Thanks for the 5 members. I appreciate you. Tanker to fire. Rumors going around saying Sam Darnold is throwing absolute piss missiles at OTAs. I think he should be the full-time starter forever for the Vikings. I think so. Personally. Brad, Tom Sides Packers. What teams are you excited to see heading into the season? I'm really excited to see the Texans, just kind of what their team looks like. And then from there, I know I'm a little bit high on them right now. I just think they could be a sleeper team. I'm really legitimately curious what the Cardinals look like. And then besides that, I just want to see how bad it is for the Panthers. I think they're going to be better, but it's all going to depend on if Bryce Young is the guy. Justin with a fire. Always wanted to go to MSG. It's the top of the bucket list. What's it like there? So, I mean, I've gone to MSG a few times for like concerts and stuff over the years as well. And then I went for the Rangers game, which was crazy. It's definitely, it depends on what event you're going for, but I'll just use the Rangers game. It's usually loud and like very, very energetic, which is super fun. It just kind of adds to the ambiance of like, maybe it's hockey because it's like nonstop, and I see why it would also translate well for basketball. It's just like constant roar of the crowd, and that's always super dope. Dylan, would fire a few months till fantasy. Who are you picking first in your drafts? You should go wide receiver, then running back and quarterback. I could also use advice. Personally, I'm old school when it comes to fantasy. I always like drafting running back first just because it seems like there are fewer of them. Then again, if you have like a star-studded wide receiver, you rock it. If you're like number one in I still think you go CMC because he acts as a receiver and a running back. And if he stays healthy, he's like the best player. I think he should have won MVP last year too. So yeah, no, I would go probably CMC. And then after that, you're probably looking at like Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, something like that until they fall off, you know? And if Justin Jefferson gets traded, then you should definitely pick him. Gods of Fire, look at the Chargers' schedule. It's pretty weak. They could win 9 or 10 games. They won't, but they could. And that's what's important in the offseason. We all could be winners. We all could. So Lions have a chance at the Super Bowl? Yeah, they do. They definitely do. Let's go. Amica. Let's go. I think there'll be a good turnout in London, too. Yeah, I'm going to be promoting it a bunch because, like, I'm landing in London Tuesday morning, and that's going to kind of be, like, the steady day, like, of, like, okay, like, just get my feet grounded and then, you know, put out the video, and we're rocking. Austin, we fired. Moved to Kansas City recently, and they're trying the best to convert me. Nah. Love Island is going to take us to the promised land. That's right. That's right. No, you do not embrace the kingdom. No. Instead, you watch the Love Dynasty form before your eyes. Travis Twain, watch The Football Life, the episode on the Houston Oilers. I gotta be wondering, what's the worst sports tragedy you've seen play out like that? A team that seemingly had it all but fell short. I think everybody can agree. That the biggest tragedy in the NFL in terms of teams that had it all and could have won was the Giants beating the New England Patriots and stopping their undefeated season. I think everybody in the world was rooting for Tom Brady to get another Super Bowl ring. I mean, me, of course, really wanted to see Randy Moss get a Super Bowl ring because, just such a great player and no animosity towards him whatsoever. And the Giants, who likes the Giants? That's an actual question. No, I think honestly, like, it's probably, this is one of my favorite Super Bowls, but it's like Titans Rams Super Bowl. I mean, you literally came up 1 yard short, and or it's the Seahawks, and or it's 28-3. In terms of just NFL, I think probably the 1 yard line and not hand to Marshawn Lynch. Like, you have the game, probably that, and then 28-3 right after that, because that's just bad. Hey, wait, Twain. Every time a team won 2 straight Super Bowls, they come into the season on overwhelming favor, with everyone saying who could stop them. No team has ever won 3 Super Bowl histories. Have run 3 Super Bowls. History's already cursed KC. Maybe. But then again, Brandon Perna exists, and he curses everything. Jason, much personal time on the trip, or is it mad dash like 30-30? No, it's gonna be a mad dash. Like I said, there's gonna be like a few pockets of time. Like, the day I get to Spain, there is going to be a little bit of pocket of time, but I'm just going to use it to work and make sure, like, this video gets out. So there's then the day that we get there, I do have to do work immediately in London, but, like, maybe one of those other nights where, like, the night after the fan event, it might not be too crazy. But, yeah, after that, it's going to be, like, travel days are built in because then it's going to Mexico, which is, like, a 12-hour flight. So that whole day is going to be used for travel and insanity. And the next day, it's Mexico for 2 days, and then, it's going to Brazil. So, not going to be a lot. Joseph Fire, excited for the Bills since they dumped the Dable era crap. Personally, I would enjoy a Pac Bills Super Bowl. Oh, that would be so good. The fan bases alone would make it incredible. Linda. Thanks for membership. Tom, Woodfire, all you're talking about not believing the Dolphins because of the letdown. We had Dan mother-loving Marino. And through all that, we're winning Super Bowl Miami 35, Green Bay 17. Oh, at least we're there. Carolina Tour, why do you gotta dog my Panthers? That was a compliment. I legit want to see if, like, Canales can make Bryce Young better, if that team can function better. I'm legit curious, because otherwise, I don't know what they're going to do. Linda, thanks for the membership. Alma 7. There's a national election going on in the UK. Don't let anyone pin a red or blue badge on you unless they donate $1,000 to St. Jude. All right, good to know. That's good to know. So see you later, Fire. Happy Friday night, Tom. Safe travels to you. Johnny and Pastor next week. Don't make Carol mad when you go to Mexico City. It's true. Don't worry. Eyes only on your skulls. That's it. Down with the Fire. Tyreek carried me through the season. Then I got beat by CD. Panthers have a good chance to be better. Better coach, better O-line, good draft. I agree. Down with the Fire. My friends argue which war would be the worst to be in. I say World War I. Ever? Ever? World War I's bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't think ever. Because, like, there's some medieval fights, man. Like, you don't want to be in that. It's not going to be fun. I mean, none of them are going to be fun. But, yeah, World War I think, probably is up there. Yeah, it's probably up there. Rio Tour. I did visit the P.O. Box. I have one package. I just have to run upstairs and get it. I do. Papa Grossi actually was there. I was like, oh, I got it. Just a Terror. Recently watching some 93 to 96 NFL. It's crazy how the Packers turned around from divisional losers to Super Bowl contenders. We're Drake Mike Holmgren as a Packers head coach. Oh, I love Mike Holmgren. He will always have a special place in my heart. And his relationship with Favre and just like helping build that team. Yeah, no, he's up there. He's one of my favorites. 1,000,000%. I think he's underrated too. I think he's a bit underrated. All right, be right back. Let me grab that package. Got the golden ticket! Got it. I hope it's this. Yeah, I got this. I really liked Furiosa. I really liked it. Tanker if they fire. God bless Falcons for letting Flores get a hold of Dallas Tenor. Right? Oh, God. Freaking horrible. Horrible. But no, Furiosa I really liked. Again, there are some rough CGI moments. And there's a couple of like casting where you're like, okay, but I think the story is very different from what I thought it was going to be. It's not like Fury Road, but I think it's a really nice companion piece to it, and it really fleshes out like the universe / world, which is really cool. So if you liked Fury Road, I think you'll like this too. Jared Day Fiver. When is HBTC, aka Bearded Perna, coming back to GPS? Well, I don't know, probably in the offseason or something. Yeah, we just gotta get it down. Formula to Fire. With Australia announced, what are the odds you coming down under? Or travel interstate to be there, more so than the actual game itself? I'm sure at some point it is going to happen. I can't tell you when, because I don't know when, but I do want to go to New Zealand real bad, and Australia right over there, you know? Give it a Fiver. Break a leg, your international debut. Do you have media appearances lined up? Don't let Johnny subsist only on Cinnabon. Currently, I don't think I do, unless it might be in Mexico City. I think I might have something. But I don't know about that yet. That's the last thing on my mind right now. That's the last thing. Ooh! Please hold. A note. Tom, here on behalf of the GCU fanfiction authors, group me, you are now aware of our existence. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. It exists? What? Now I'm curious. Now I am curious. I swear to God, if there's anything with me and Brad, hold on, let's see. The forked... Okay, hold on. Is this it? This is from 10 months ago. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to look into this one. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm getting NPR articles when I look that up. I don't think it's that. I don't think so. But all right. See you later. Dear Timothy, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. JK, I just want to make use of my typewriter again. You really did use a typewriter on this. Phenomenal. Included is my 30 and 30 shirt that I foolishly forgot on my second leg of the journey. If you would kindly initial at every location, then a big signature over top, that'd be most kind, of course. Also include something you can get a clue, a sticker to reflect the fan base you are just more popular with. Also, old collector cards from Mighty Morphin. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tommy, come on now. Yeah, it's Tommy's the best. Come on. In the youth, hell yes. Hey, let's go, buddy. Let's go. You other trinkets as well. All right. Appreciate you, Ryu. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Hey, Fire Packers question. Worry about the strength and conditioning coach with two key players breaking their pec lifting? No. I'm not overly concerned. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful hat. This is an old school beauty. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's a dope-ass hat. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Aw, buddy. I wore this watch for a good chunk of 30 and 30. And I see, does it still have the correct time? It doesn't. Oh, actually, it doesn't. I was like, oh, maybe it's a different, it's not. It's not. Wait, did you say, wait a minute. Am I missing something? Please hold. Included is my 30 and 30 shirt. There's no shirt in here. Did you forget, after you forgot, did you forget to pack the shirt? There's, I like older women. Tom Grossi, great moms. Great moms. Ooh, Castled, whoa, Magic the Gathering. I see you. I see you. Also, yeah, they're legit, there's no shirt in here. I think you forgot. Right? Like, it's not underneath one of these folds. No, but there's a Skyrim. Let's go. There's Skyrim, though. There's Skyrim. Take her to fire. Heading out. Don't worry. I'll be back to instill fear of the Vikings time next stream. Let's go. I'll wait. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. We got a Mudkip. Oh, we got Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Hold on. Hold on. Realtor, you signed that shirt at training camp. Oh! You put it in here. Okay. No, I know that's the one I signed. I thought there was another. Okay. 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 Included is my 30 and... well, that's why it said that's... Gods! We're at tenor. I guess one of the few fans rooting for New England in 07, other than other New England fans. Well, Moss and say how to get a ring. That makes sense. Boss sucks. He's afraid from here, and because my five-time all-player player. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna say you wrote that note a long time ago, because I was like, it's not in there. Now's what a fiver. Try my best to come to Frankfurt. How do you think long you think the fan event is gonna be there? I'd probably say a couple hours. I mean, it depends on how many people show up, but I'd say probably like hour and a half, 2 hours minimum. Chaos Creator, Nighttime Wizard. Of course. Sorcerer of Dark Magic, 3,200 attack points. I don't even need for that. We couldn't really use it. Mirror Force. I actually pulled this out of Metal Raiders. I have the first edition of that. Negate Attack Dark Hole. Was banned for a while. Came back. Karibo. Legendary, of course. VWXYZ. Not to be confused with the XYZ Dragon. Of course. Power Ranger cards. Yes. Monster Reborn. Banned, then brought back. Got Alpha 5. We got Alpha 5. Oh, hell yeah, we got a Moltres in there, because of course we do. Jared, what they fire! Steelers fan want fields to start based off speed and rust for arm. I'm torn. Also, go Pack Go. Go Pack Go, indeed. Go Pack Go, indeed. Yeah, I get that. I mean, you're going to start with Wilson, and you're just going to kind of see how it goes. Dante, I pulled him from a tin once. I did. Crystal Beast. Okay, what do you got? Stonehenge. I don't even think I know this card. Summon Skull. Hell yeah, Maneater Bug. Crystal Skull. They're related. And hell yeah, we got muted. Thank you, buddy. This is awesome. Thank you. I was say that shirt, not in there. I really thought you wanted me to sign a different shirt, and you forgot it. And I was gonna laugh. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna laugh a little bit. Appreciate you, buddy. Hell yeah. Gonna keep this guy out. Here. Let's rock. Appreciate y'all. Hey, listen, I'm still wearing from 30 and 30. Still wearing them. Wearing and tearing. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Yeah, they're upstairs. I got all my decks. Oh, yeah. Gonna add my cards to the collection. There are no weak cards in my grandpa's deck. It's a nice typewriter. I wrote on a typewriter a couple times. I did. They're just loud. They're very loud. But it makes you be intentional with your words, you know? All right, real quick. Just gonna go real quick. I don't think I closed the screen door. Please hold. I did close the screen door. Okay, thank God. I was like, oh God, did I leave that? Okay. We're good. Just don't want the cats doing anything. And you're at 20. Small contribution to get the MVP, Johnny, some legit tacos and tortas when you're in Mexico City, my hometown, and safe travels. Oh, listen, Pastor, I think, is going to take good care of us and make sure that we go to all the right places. I will say, I am very, very excited. To try some food. I'm very excited. Anyway, tour Packers free up cap June 1st. Love contract next. Yeah, it's coming down the pipe. I wouldn't rush it, and I hope it's not while I'm gone. But yeah, I think it's going to happen within the next few months. 100%. Down boy. Take care. Chris, what's going on? Realistically, what do you think Jordan Love's career acolytes are going to look like? Not to get like super excited. 7 Super Bowls, 9 MVPs, and a first ballot Hall of Famer. So it's too early to tell. Dylan Tour, if you have a Switch, Legacy of Duelist is fun. I actually have Legacy of Duelist. I do. I don't think I have it on Switch, though. Maybe it's not. I think it's Legacy of the Duelist. I think I just have it on my PS5, though. True. So, oh yeah, I'm going to try to get some food, though. Yeah, I'm going to try some food. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. If you typed on a manual typewriter, it gives you very strong pinkies. Yeah, like once, I think. My dad had an old school typewriter, so. Do I have a Jair Alexander rookie card? I don't think so. Samuel! What Super Bowl winning head coach thinks is most overrated? My answer would have to be John Gruden or Brian. Ooh, Billy. I thought they're very good coaches. Ooh. Okay, so overrated? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a good question. Huh. Maybe, who was the coach for Dallas? What's his name? It's, my God. Barry Switzer, right? He's the guy. He won, right? I think, if I'm not mistaken, like, Troy Aikman even was like, he wasn't that good. Yeah, Switzer, I think. His name popped to mind because I remember seeing something with my dad like Troy Aikman a lot. Like Troy Aikman talking about him. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Kevin 990, most anticipated international stadium. My most anticipated? I heard Spain is real. I just heard Spain is really, really nice. I am very excited for Brazil, though. I'm very, very excited for Brazil. So, Aikman despise Switzer. There you go. That one. That's my end. Moosey's doing okay. He's passed out on the couch right now. He's doing okay. Still a little bit of a limp. His legs are hanging off the couch because he has a tough life. So, just trying to also, like, do weight management while he also just can't move a lot. So, yeah, that was all for fan mail, though. I went last week. There's a bunch of packages. So, we're going to try fish and chips. Not the fish part, but listen. I know everyone makes fun of London cuisine, but there's also some real good restaurants there. And I heard, and I got recommended, thank you, Emeka, of some very good grass people restaurants as well. So, just saying. Thomas, you really excited to eat on your trip? Did you kidnap the chef from Iceland to take with you? Mods, don't say anything about the guests that we have in the crawl space. They are our guest. So... Gold now it is. Yeah, it wasn't for a while. This is my 9th year doing it, and I've only been full-time. It's going to be 3 years, June 25th. That's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Damn. Okay. All right. Kel ate well in London. Crazy good Indian food. Oh, let's go. I'm excited. England has great food, it just isn't English. That's fair. Mods are eating well. Yeah, mods are good. They're fine. Listen, all I'm saying is that on the way over to London, if we just happen to have a layover in Iceland and then I drive a couple hours to go and be like, hey, chef, remember me? And they're going to be like, no. And I'm going to be like, great, get in my rent-a-car. We're going on a flight. I'm sure that'll go well. Ethan, what Fireworks Fair Yu-Gi-Oh deck that you have? What record do you think Steelers going to have this year? I believe in Mike Tomlin to get them to a winning record, but I see like 7 wins. Dude, that last stretch of the schedule is so brutal. And if they are not running the ball well, which I think they will, they're going to have a rough time. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck, my go-to was Spellcasters back in the day. Loved Spellcasters. Now, also, I got off the Yu-Gi-Oh train right around the Pendulum stuff because I couldn't get that involved with it. So I would say probably Spellcaster. Then I went with a Chaos Dragon deck, which I really, really liked. Then I kind of like skipped over the Pendulum stuff, and I had a Shadal deck, which was really cool. Like that's when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh for a bit, and when my buddies like got back into it too, and I built a Shadal deck, which was like super good. And then they like banned all the good cards like a month after I got that deck, so didn't enjoy that part. But hey, what went up, Benny? Boop for the kitty. Player salary increases versus cap space increases year by year is broken. 2011, average QB salary was 15% of the cap. 2023, it's 37. And other skill positions are getting paid relatively more and more, but I have not done the math yet. Discuss. No, I mean, you're going to have that for a few reasons. One, the NFL has made a lot of money, right? So the cap is always going to go up. And so because of that, players are going to demand just more money in general. But you're talking about just the actual percentage of the cap and how that's allotted to different players. So QBs make a lot of sense, and I'll tell you why. So in today's day and age, and the example I'll always use here is the Cincinnati Bengals. When I went to Cincinnati, there was two types of fans that were there, right? There were some fans that were like diehard fans, like in the 70s, like going through it, and like the team wasn't very good, and they just kind of stuck with them. And now they're seeing like this resurgence of their team, which is awesome to see. I shouldn't say there's just two fans, but they were talking about it, and now there's this younger generation of fans that have like come over to the Bengals because of Joe Burrow, because everybody loving Joe Burrow. And so the older guys were literally like, this is a young person's team now, because like they have taken it and it is like rejuvenated the team / fan base. And now there's more money coming in for the Bengals. There's more, like the season tickets are selling. And so that literally happened because one player can completely change a franchise. Now, it doesn't always have to be a quarterback, but you're going to see that, and then more money's going to come in. You're going to get more primetime games, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So because of that, they are going to start commanding more money, because it's not just about winning football games now. Like, they're literally helping cities and teams and things like that, and it could be that serious. And so, I mean, like, look what Brady and Belichick, like, literally brought New England. So you're going to see that increase. Now, at the same time, you're starting to see other position groups start to increase. Left tackle's always been expensive because they're protecting blindside, right? An elite pass rusher is always going to get good money. Elite cornerbacks are going to get good money. Then there's going to be positions that are usually going to be like left out in the cold. Safety position is not it's not highly valued in the NFL. Middle linebacker, you have to be like really, 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 really good. Defensive tackles are starting to get paid a ton of money. You saw that already happen with the Commanders. Now you're starting to see guards get like a good amount of money that maybe like a right tackle was making a few years ago. So it's kind of like, as the cap continues to go up, you're going to see all these guys get paid more money. But if you are a QB, and a QB can take your team from not being relevant to very relevant very quickly, and getting an inflow of like cash and more fans and all of the things that come with it. And so they're going to continue to command more of the salary, because quite frankly, what choice do you have? So that is what I would say. Like, dude, Mahomes like literally changed the Kansas City Chiefs, like radically changed the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it literally it builds up cities. Like, you see these new stadiums that like get built and stuff like that. Yeah, like that a lot of that can happen because of a franchise QB. Like the Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't know if they get that deal done if Trevor Lawrence isn't there. And there's already questions like, oh man, I hope Trevor Lawrence is the guy. But yeah, it literally can change an entire city / team. Yeah, would Fire, you ever wish you could clone yourself for making the Saga coach videos? Yes, and I put in a specific request for LQ to make a cloning machine, and yet here we are. The Saga's all done. Is there a cloning machine? No, there's not. So, not a lot of time till coach, LQ. I'm just saying. You're like, oh, I'm building cars and having my dream job. You know what I call that? Selfish. T-Circle. I have 4 NHL teams still remaining in Stanley Cups. Oilers, Stars, Panthers, Rangers. Which one do you want to see win the cup? If I'm not mistaken, because it was like 20 years, right? Since like all these teams have won, because the Rangers were like 94. Have the Panthers not won? I don't think the Panthers have won, right? It'd be cool to see like a team who hasn't win it. That'd be cool. Jared, if I say one player don't make the team, but quarterbacks get paid the most out of any other position, because sometimes they make the team. A lot of times they do. Denver, thanks for the membership. Joseph, with a tour time, give you your top 10 QBs of all time. In no particular order, in terms of just, I don't know. It's so... I was really into this like a few years ago, but just like diving deep into... you could go back and find... There's a video that I did. This was years ago, like years and years ago. It was probably around like 2018 or something, like 6 years ago. I did a video of like Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. And I will argue Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback. He is a more talented quarterback than Tom Brady. Tom Brady's the most accomplished of all time. Some people call that a cop-out. Fine. I think that's what he is. I think he's elite. I don't think he's the greatest quarterback of all time. I think Aaron Rodgers is more talented than him. So I was like diving into stats, and the stats that I was looking into was like defenses, for example. Like that's a common criticism, and it's a stupid criticism because we're just getting super subjective. But like talking about defenses, and I was going through the defenses and was like, wow, Brady had like these amazing defenses for a lot of these Super Bowl runs. And you look at like Aaron Rodgers, who has not had good defenses the vast majority of his career. And I'm going through it. And there was a moment where I was like, well, wait a minute, this is stupid. I'm like, he was going up against like the 2000 Ravens, right? And Aaron Rodgers is going up against like that. You can't compare them because even if you have the same exact opponents, right? It's going to be different just based off the week. Maybe there's going to be players that are going to be injured. Maybe they're on a short week. So for me, like it's so you can't do it. I think just talented football players of like greatest of all time, like Rodgers is up there, Brady's up there, Dan Marino's up there, Bart Starr's got to be up there too. You're looking at like Otto Graham is going to be up there. It's like not Aikman, he's not going to be up there. Like Warren Moon's got to be on there. Yeah, but it's like it's totally different eras. So like when you start going, yeah, like we're going to compare like who's the greatest of all time. To who? Like Aaron Rodgers never had to play like the 1985 Bears defense, right? It just gets to, it's impossible to compare them. Even in today, like comparing quarterbacks is tough. I do it every season because it's fun for like the current guys and it makes it a little bit easier. But I mean, Mahomes is amazing. Don't get me wrong. I the best QB in like the NFL, but also like twice a year gets to go against like the Chargers defense, which has been lackluster. They go against the Broncos, who at times have good defenses. That's right. The Raiders should have a better defense now. But, it depends on strength of schedule. It's all the stuff. Stephanie with a tenor. Also helps Mike Brown. Gave up most control of his daughter and her family. They do most of their day-to-day workings now. Instead, they need to pay like Paul did instead of Mike. Dude, I will... The Bengals, for me, are one of like the best organizations in terms of how they treated their fans, just from my very limited view of what I saw, because I just so happened to go on a day where they were inviting new season ticket holders in, and just like what they did for them was awesome. Like they brought them in, they signed a contract that they were a new season ticket holder, and it was great for kids, and they got a full stadium tour. They met some players if they were there. They got to go on the field and throw touchdowns. And I was like, this is really cool of like treating your fan base like this, because tickets are expensive and it's a lot to ask from fans. So no, I'll always hold the Bengals in pretty high regard. And Favre, no Lambeau renovation without Favre, no title town without Rodgers. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Brian Fire. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Okay, he's doing her annual St. Jude fundraiser this month on Twitch. Go say hi sometime. All right. Is that a creator? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Puka, who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? Green Bay Packers. Easy. Next question. Gods of Fire. Most impressive passing season was Marino in 84. He put up modern day numbers in an age where defenses could get away with murder. Yeah. Like Marino is incredibly, like he's one of the best of all time to throw the ball. Bart Starr. I mean, I know he's a Packer, but like vastly underrated. Like vastly underrated. And I think you could put all his interceptions, man, but it was a gunslinger. Oh yeah, exactly. Gene, it's a completely different game. Completely different game. Real answer? If it's not the Chiefs, the Texans have a shot, I think. Depends on if the Bengals are healthy. Ravens, you hope, you would think that they're going to be in that conversation. And for the NFC, I'm looking at like the Packers, I think, have a shot. The Lions have a shot. 49ers are always going to be contending. Eagles have a shot. Dallas, maybe in like tier 1B. Yeah, the Buccaneers would have to go on like an amazing run, and the Falcons, I don't think have enough depth yet, so I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think so. Rio Turner, watch is set to Green Bay time. That makes more sense. Hell yeah. It's Lombardi time. Samuel in Terror, what song cover that doesn't exist would you love to hear? Would like to hear Dream On covered by Queen. Ooh, or It's Been a While covered by Nirvana. Ooh. What cover? Dream On by Queen would be insane. Freddie Mercury like hitting those high notes would be, that'd be insane. All right, I'm going to kind of just stick into my wheelhouse. No, don't want that. No. All right, I'm like between right now. I'm like mixing around like Rise Against, Breaking Benjamin, Linkin Park. I'm like, all right, would I want to hear... Because, like, there's some... It's tough to give another band a Linkin Park song. Because Chester's voice, man, is just, like... It's tough to beat. So I'm trying to think, like, lyrically what would make sense. Or, like, tonally. That's a great question. I'm going to think on that one. That's a great question. That's a really good question. See how the Jets finally have a good season. If Rodgers can stay healthy and relatively good. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Build Fire. Giants send their season ticket holders a display box with 4 replica Super Bowl rings in it. Better than a medium Pepsi. The world is healing. Nick with a turn. Tom, threw out the idea before. How about rank all the clips on a GPS episode, clean up clips in a fun episode? Much love as a newer Packers fan. Can't wait. Can I get a rant on why I should hate the Vikings? Yeah, Nick, we should do that in the offseason, 100%. Because we've cleared it out a little bit, but we need to do a better job. Can you get a rant on why you should hate the Vikings? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let's rouse. Let's rouse, shall we? Let's rouse. And, you know, real quick, just because this might take a hot second. Joshua Tour, Giants Jones lock QB comp rumors hold any weight? No, I don't think so. I think they're just going to let whoever... I mean... Daniel Jones is just not going to be happy in this situation. I just saw the quote today that he's just like, yeah, I'm not pleased they targeted a QB, but also what else is he going to say? I think he realized that his time is limited in New York. So I think this year is not a gap year, but figure out what you have a QB. If Daniel Jones can really elevate the team, cool. But I imagine there's going to be some changes coming. Andrew, we had any M&G in Green Bay during the Packers draft in 2025. Will there be any M&G? I'm not following. Will there be a meetup? As I will do. Yes. Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. Barrett Fire. I know it's like 3 weeks late, but did you catch that Sweet Chin music? Oh, and Kendrick Lamar. Oh, hell yeah. And Shawn Michaels tweeted about it too. Phenomenal. All right, with the Fire, where you're going to confuse Tottenham Stadium with the purple incarnation of Satan Stadium due to a lack of trophies. Might happen. Might. See how Fire, favorite Packers season of all time? As a fan, besides obviously the Super Bowl, the run the table season was amazing for just like personal reasons and also just watching. But one of my favorite seasons is it came down to the final week and it's Randall Cobb on 4th down. Like that 2013 season was like magic. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. So it was a fight in the Ice Kitty game. Oh, I forgot the Rangers are on already. Damn it. All right, I'm going to turn that on in a hot second. I'm going to have to turn that up in a hot second. Okay, let's see. We'll skip the channel. All right. Let's talk about, and don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the cover question. Let's talk about, the question was, why you should hate the Minnesota Vikings. Well, there's a lot of reasons. It's coming from a Packers fan, right? So I'll give you the bias answer and then just the moral answer on why you should hate the Minnesota Vikings. As I said, I think in depth, I think it was the last Q&A, if I'm not mistaken. I talked about how much I enjoyed Lions fans going through this season where they quickly realized that the Minnesota Vikings are a bunch of salty sons of guns, right? Oh, the Rangers are winning 1-0 though. There you go. All right, there you go. Looks they can score a goal. Well, besides their own goal. Ninja to Fire, what size shirt and jersey to wear? Getting you cracking gear. I already have a bunch of cracking gear. I would love more. I have a medium shirt, so probably like a medium jersey or a large jersey. And you don't have to do anything, and I appreciate you, but go cracking. Go cracking. Okay. So, morally, we'll talk on that in a second. As a Packers fan, seeing Lions fans go through this season and seeing Vikings fans be like the stick in the mud and being like, you know what? Screw you guys. Which, by the way, I support fully. I actually respected Vikings fans more this season because of their just unflinching desire to just hate everybody. And I love that for you. I really do. And it was probably the most time I've ever respected the Vikings, right? If I'm not happy, no one's happy. And that's great. That's great. So, the Vikings, every time, are hyped up to the moon. Every time they steal former Packers players, including one of their biggest players of all time in Brett Favre. They get this. They go into Lambeau. They beat the Packers. They're so good. They make it to the NFC Championship game, and then they forget about the bad part about Brett Favre. And no, not the allegedly ripping off, people who needed money, or the other stuff, but throwing interceptions. And he threw a pick when he shouldn't have, and he lost him the game, and it was glorious. But hold on, here they come again. They'll be back next time, right? They definitely will. Nope. And so they couldn't even get it done there. They go through QBs. They're never the guy. It never works out. Their defense will be really good, and then it's really not so good. They don't accomplish anything. Not only do they have 0 Super Bowl rings, but every single time, we're going to run the division. This is going to be our division. Maybe they'll win it for a year. Then, no, they won it. They won it 2 years ago, right? 2 seasons ago, they won the entire division. And I heard from all the Vikings fans, the North is ours. We're the king of the North. Roar. And you lost to the Giants. The giant Daniel Jones beat you in the wild card round. You did nothing. And then you're like, why didn't anyone talk about us like they're talking about the Lions last season? Because the Lions didn't lose to the Giants in the wild card round. And so there's no respect there. They gave $84 million guaranteed to Kirk Cousins, which even Kirk Cousins, listen, I have no problem with Kirk Cousins, and I do think he's underrated. But come on now. Then they gave him a second contract, which is just funnier because when they gave him that second contract, there was Vikings fans said, "Are you scared now, Tom?" And I said, no. And look what happened. Kirk Cousins didn't work out. The Vikings didn't get you any rings. And so even the time where they go, hey, we're going to make it to the NFC Championship game, right? We're going to have the defense. We're going to run the ball. We're going to have Case Keenum. We're going to have him lead the team. You get your ass kicked by Nick Foles, and it is glorious. You could have hosted a Super Bowl before Tom Brady, before the Rams did, but you lost. You lost. And then you were like, what's going to help? Oh, let's get rid of Case Keenum, which it worked, but that's fine. Let's go and spend a ton of money on a quarterback who's good, but not really great at the time. And guess what? It went nowhere. The Vikings are an unserious franchise. They have not won anything. They boast about everything. Hang your division banners. I know that's a Lions thing, but guess what? That was a Vikings thing first. Go hang your banners, celebrate and put it in your newspapers when you break Aaron Rodgers' collarbone, and then continue to do absolutely nothing for nearly the next decade. It's fine. That's why you should hate the Minnesota Vikings. Now, morally, they're the purple incarnation of Satan. So that's the only one. That's it. That is why you should hate the Vikings. And if I was treated worse as a Way fan when I was 10 years old, when I visited again at 29 in Minnesota, Vikings hate kids. Kirk Cousins spits on them. You remember. All y'all already. Bill Turk, Packers lost to Tommy DeVito last year, Tom. And guess what? They still beat the Cowboys. You're welcome. You're welcome. Tom hates the Vikings more than Kendrick Lamar hates Drake. Yes, and I want to be we really hurt you, Tom. No, that's the thing, right? The 49ers, they have hurt me. The Seattle Seahawks, they have hurt me. The Vikings, The Vikings are I get a paper go, ow, that's really inconvenient, and then I don't think about it anymore. That's the Minnesota Vikings. And every year, JJ McCarthy's the guy. He's the guy. Okay. Balzar to fire. Tom, I'm going through a rough breakup recently. Watching your videos always brightens my mood. Thanks for all the laughs. Go Ravens. Hey, also, I'm sorry you're going through that. I hope things get better soon. And listen, Balthazar, you are a fan of the correct purple team. Okay? Baltimore Ravens. While they do, and again, maybe that's the worst part. I actually like the color purple. It's a good color. And the Vikings ruined that for me. Because purple back in the day meant something. Purple back in the day meant royalty. And for them to taint the color purple, but on top of that, I'm even more upset with the Vikings, even more after I went to Iceland, because they stole the skull chant. They did. They stole from that beautiful country. They colonized, and they just took like they were Christopher Columbus. So that is why you should hate the Minnesota Vikings. Just from a moral level. All right, day fiver. Never forget how they put the dirty hit on Broke Rodder's collarbone at the end of the season highlights. Damon Atur, Packers hung banners inside the Lambeau atrium, though. Not for division titles. For Super Bowl wins. That's right. Patrick Jefferson's going to hold Minnesota down financially for 4 years. Good. I want him to get paid $300 million. Give Justin Jefferson $300 million and then send Sam Darnold out there. Go. You go. Is Jack Wilson here? That is the question. So, just saying. David Fire, 12 teams never won the Super Bowl, and I'd rather the other 11 win before the Vikings. Yep, I completely agree. Because remember, I convinced myself last year, if the Lions were to win a Super Bowl, it's a division rival, but all right, one of the ways that I convinced myself to be okay with it was by recognizing that if the Lions won a Super Bowl, the Vikings would be the only team in the division without one. And that would bring me so much solace. That would bring me joy. And so while I'd be like, oh, man, all right, they're holding that us over that. But, you know, that's what's best. That's what's best. So, Eggster, I'm so sorry I missed your donation. Thank you very much for the heads up. We're Tom, going back to school this year and was hoping to get some advice. I passed high school with flying colors, but I struggle with reading comprehension. I just can't seem to understand it. Hey, listen, first of all, the fact that you acknowledge that now, that's good to recognize that. I think a lot of it is going to come with practice, but at this point, it's also going to come with skills. So I think that honestly, the first thing that you could do is go to like whoever your English professor is going to be and just be very upfront and be like, hey, like I struggle with this. Like, do you have any advice or any materials that you can give me to like help me understand, especially like the text that we're going to be reading here? So I would just go straight up to the professor. And like, if you have a professor that's not awful, I think they'll be more than willing to accommodate. And then on top of that too, there's a lot of like not even tutoring, but just like student help sessions that at least that I saw like when I went to New Paltz, like with reading comprehension and things like that. Yeah, so I would take advantage of those as well. So, but legitimately, it's great that you acknowledge that is a potential weakness right now. And so you can get ahead of the game and even see, you know, if you can find stuff like online that would help in the meantime, or maybe even just like contacting your college early if you're going there and just be like, hey, see if that works out. So that'd be my recommendation. Brian, if I love my Seahawks, the Packers are my mom's team, so they hold a special place for me, and we can share the hatred of the Vikings and the 49ers. See? But I'll still never forgive the Seahawks. Never. Gods with Fire. Vikings didn't steal a skull chant from Iceland. There's a misunderstanding. They are just simply fans of smokeless tobacco. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, there you go. Canberra had the skull chant before Minnesota, so the Vikings can't even claim it as original. I think that is IP theft. I think the Icelandic president should remove the Minnesota Vikings. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Metallica singing Sound of Silence. That'd be good. Yeah, let me go back to that cover question. I was just thinking about that. Okay. If we're going, we should sue them. If we're going, who I want, yeah, because I thought about Hosier before. I saw that. I thought about the Hosier thing of like who I want to, like a song that I'd like to see him cover. You know what? I just thought about that. This is nothing. Hey, thanks, Peyton. This is nothing of what I was thinking about, but now I'm thinking about Hosier. I would love Hosier to cover Stand By Me. That would be like really cool. That'd be dope. Florence and the Machine covered Stand By Me, and it's, oh my gosh, she's so good. Her voice is incredible. But yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Kyle, they tell you gonna have Jordan Love on GPS sometime. I'd love to. I'd love to do something with Jordan Love, but we'll see. We'll see. He was very willing to do the schedule thing, so, and he knows. He knows. So, what's going on, Tanner? How we doing? Disturbed's Color Sound of Silence is great. Oh, that live performance with Conan, right? So good. So good. Oh, Hosier? Yeah. I was a fan, like, Take Me to Church, like, came out, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I like, it's a great song, don't get me wrong, but I just, like, went 100% into the rest of his album, which I liked significantly more. And I was like, oh, this is incredible. Yeah, it's so good. Simon and Garfunkel, Down with the Sickness. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. The last time someone sent a 500? I think it was Draft, I think it was the Draft. Yeah. You're just as famous as Love is? No, I'm not. That is incorrect. That is very, very incorrect. Fair food or drink? Drink water. Second is Allagash White. And then food? I don't know. I have a lot of foods that I like. If it's just one, potatoes. Potatoes. So good. How you feeling about Jordan Love extension talk? I feel fine. I'm not concerned in any way, shape, or form. He's going to get paid a lot of money. Jared Goff just got paid a lot of money. It's good. They'll work it out. They've invested in Jordan Love at this point. Like, they're going to give him money. It's going to be fine. So, I'm not too concerned. Gal, with a 30, send a card. Looks like it won't get there in time to make sense. So, treat yourself. Johnny and Pastor to a pint on me. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you, Cal. Oh, sorry about the card thing. Yeah, my dad was there the other day. Or yesterday, excuse me. Got it. And got the package. So, that was it. Appreciate you. Thank you. Potatoes in what form, though? Bro, I like potatoes in, like, every form. You can do it. It is possible. But odds are I'm going to like the potatoes in any form. Potatoes are just good. Oh, man, good. Yeah, Love's going to get signed this offseason. 100%. Oh, wow. There's still, like, there's a long commercial break. I figured that was... When did they start? I thought they started, like, 8. Okay. Fire. Hope the Pacers Celtics follows the same path as Detroit and San Fran. Out of division rival, goes to final and loses to the other conference team. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, here's why I'm with the Timberwolves, right? The Timberwolves haven't had a lot of success in a very, very long time. They win. Oh, it's just another Minnesota team better than the Vikings. It's true. Potatoes raw might not be good. That's true. Tater tots are delicious. Hash browns delicious. They're so good. Favorite NHL team? The Seattle Kraken. When I have time, and I really can, I'm going to tell you it's going to happen, and I can sink like actual investment and time into really getting to know hockey and covering it on here, I am going to make the Seattle Kraken, I'm going to make it a thing. I swear, if there is anything I do, besides hopefully announce a draft pick for the Green Bay Packers, that is going to be my mission. My mission is to get that to be a thing at Seattle Kraken game. Just like, I don't know what you call it. Maybe the tentacle. Seattle Kraken. Can you imagine the fear in the opponent's eyes as they take the ice and they just hear thousands of... They would be terrified. They would be disoriented. We win. So, just saying. And ladies and gentlemen, it is minute 69. Nice. Nice. Also, Artur, my dad's name is Randall. The Vikings stole that too. Look at that. Theft in the night. In the night. Angel saying purple is my favorite color, and I say with great sadness, there are no good purple teams. The purple incarnation of Satan took Jones, and the stupid ratbird stole Henry. Go Titans. As a Titans fan, I get it. I get it. Kelsey, thank you for the $5. 69-minute warning. Race with a tour. Detroit beat themselves against San Fran. Oh, yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. Sam, destination reached. Thanks for keeping me entertained on the drive and have a fantastic time on the international tour. Can't wait for all the videos. Yes. Let's go. Enjoy. Enjoy. Get crazy. Randall Cobb to the Vikings. No, he went to Green Bay East. That's it. That's it. Roll gets room. It does. Super Bowl prediction. Bro, I know it's gonna come off as bias. I'm really high on the Packers this year. I like real talk, putting fandom aside. I think that team's gonna be good. It's gonna depend on if Halfley's good. So that defense, that's a big if. That secondary is gonna be better, especially if Stokes is healthy. And if Josh Jacobs can still run the rock, they're gonna be good. Like they're gonna be real, real good. The Lions definitely have a shot. If that second, like if Arnold is as good as I think he's going to be, and corner is tough. I mean, you can just talk to Jeff Okuda and the Lions about that. Corner is tough to transition into from college to the pros, but they have a deep roster. If Gibbs improves from where he was even last year, they're going to be good. Like Goff just needs to not turn the ball over. That's it. And if that defense can get some pressure, yeah, they'll be good. So like that from the NFC, like the 49ers are there. Yeah, the 49ers are there. Like they'll be hanging around still. The Rams are like a bit of a sleeper team that if they're healthy, they could go. Eagles, it depends on how good they are without those coordinators. I think they'll definitely be contending. Yeah, because their team is still good. I Jason Kelsey, but I think they're still going to be good. And then from the AFC, it's the Chiefs. Like it's the Chiefs until beaten. Yeah, you have the Ravens who are going to be contending. I think the Jets will be contending. Bengals, again, it just depends on Joe Burrow. Texans, I think, are that sleeper team. Man, I would love it. I would absolutely love if it was Packers-Texans. I'd be so happy. I'd be so happy. Matifier, drive my favorite car with 555 horsepower and hanging out with Tom Friday night. Life is good. Hell yeah. Drive safely. Drive safely. Eggy Tourist 69 Tentacles. What kind of hentai talk is this? I'm sorry. Sorry. Jake Winnet Tourist, former teach. Can you give us a mini lesson? I've given full lessons on Friday night Q&As. You just got to go back. They're like 3 hours long. Yeah, I'm looking to do that more when I get back. And by more, I mean at all. Yes. Jared Fire. Colin Kaepernick has... That's not... Okay, but I get you. Has more of a chance of being signed than the Vikings winning in the next 10 years. There you go. Yeah, I think that time has passed. I think so. One of them's 5 hours long. There you go. There you go. New fair work cracking. It's a great word. Great word. Oh, Rangers. Woo! Rangers on a power play right now. They got 27 seconds left on this power play. Anyway, Packers Texans, a new game is wild. I don't get it. That is like the one game. I was like, guys, how can you do it? Like, I think that game is going to be so good. That game is going to be so, so good. I mean, it's CJ Stroud and like Jordan Love. Like, that's so exciting. So, we good. We good. Oh, Rangers passing around. They got 1 second left on the power play, and it is done. Back to full strength. Nope. Lost it. I ever thought about doing a lesson on the history of the NFL? Maybe at some point, but it's not in, like, I know a lot of, like, the current NFL really, really well, and, like, mostly past NFL, but it's mostly just, like, Packers stuff. So I would have to, like, go and do more. So, yep. Okay, I got that. Billie Eilish do a halftime show? Yeah, why not? That's fine. It'll be good. Dreamtime, Green Bay, Kitty Goes Meow. Come on now. Let's get it. Man, I'm telling you, Mark it down. Felt this for a little bit. Mark it down. I just have a feeling. I got a feeling this year. I just got a feeling. And go to the tour. Ideas for managing the 24-hour stream? Nope. That 24-hour stream is going to be chaos. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to do a lot of that. You're going to see behind the scenes of the finale either coming together and or premiered. Yeah. Probably throwing in a video game at some point. Why not? We can play some Madden. Why not? Oh, by the way, I platinumed Slay the Spire. I did it. Got all the trophies in that bad boy. Ready for Slay the Spire too. Let's get it. Okay. But yeah, no, I don't know. I am. If we make that, I'll figure it out. Sage Red Tenor. As a Ravens and Packers fan, Vikings, aka Second Coming of Satan. Steelers, aka the Black Hole of Gold Demons. Super Bowl happens for Ravens Packers. I quit life. That's fair. That's fair. Don't actually do that, but yeah, I get it. Nick, with reasonable expectations, who would you like to see do a Super Bowl halftime show? So like reasonable. It's like reasonable. Is that like it's not going to be folks that are like never going to get booked. Okay. Yeah, because there's like bands I would love to perform, but the NFL's never going to have them. So no. I mean, I'll take a hosier one, but I don't think that's the vibe. Plus, that's... Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think it'd be the vibe. I'm leaning rock, obviously. But even though it just doesn't feel like there'd be Super Bowl halftime. Because a lot of bands I like are weird. Like, I'm like, throw an Icelandic band up there. Like, what? You know what? Pizzle, that's a great... Foo Fighters is a great one. I would actually, yeah, a Foo Fighters one would be dope. Oh my God, Grohl would kill it. Grohl would absolutely kill it. I would love to see a Foo Fighter. That's a great answer. Janine, Mavs won, so I guess there's one team in Dallas that can win the playoffs. Have a great time in the international tour and avoid the Bulls in Madrid. We dodging. We're great. We're great. Yes, man, tour, Weird Al for Super Bowl. I would watch it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Johnny is flying to New York. Yes, he's flying in on Monday. And then we're flying out. What about Backstreet Boys? Backstreet's back. All right. All right. I think honestly, they should just bring in Kendrick Lamar and he should just, no instrumentals, nothing. Just sit on a stage and just do like a 20-minute piece on Drake. And it's just like in full, or you know what? Plot twist. He does it on somebody else. I got it. Kendrick Lamar goes up. Halftime show. Sits down. Again, no instrumentals. 10 minutes. 10-minute diss track on Weird Al. People are like, whoa, what is this? Then Weird Al walks out and does a 10-minute diss track on Kendrick Lamar. And then at the end, none of us know what happened. I think it'd be good. Sage Sir, Ghost Rise Against. Let's go. Book it. Book it. Book it. Book it. As long as nobody knows what's going on. That's what's important. Everyone clapped. Everyone clapped. The weekend was solid. Yeah, there's a lot of good memes that came in from it too. Yeah, the weekend was solid. They were good. Well, I think the Pacers, yeah, lucky as hell. I agree. Milwaukee Bucks should be there. They should. They should. They should. Live rap battle between Weird Al and Kendrick Lamar. Listen, I don't think Kendrick Lamar's winning that. And I recognize Kendrick Lamar. I think Weird Al's taking it. I do. Deftones, God, Deftones play loud. They play loud. Bo Burnham, dude, you know, as a halftime show, that would be something. I don't think the NFL would be happy with any outcome with that, but yeah, it'd be something. It would. I don't think they'd be happy, but listen, whatever Bo Burnham does next, I will support. I want to go see. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, damn. He's good. Jason Kelsey. They just do a live podcast. I was like, here we go, guys. That's it. Bo Burnham, Jeffrey Bezos, but it's just a 20-minute song. Hell yeah. Let's go. What's going on, Packers? How we doing? What up? Jason Kelsey? Why not? Jason, Travis. Travis actually has to leave the KC locker room because they'll probably be in the Super Bowl again to just go join the podcast. I think that's great. Bam. Gods! With Tanner, school question. Can you plagiarize yourself? For example, turning in a 3-page report, you condense down a 5-page report you did a few years prior. I may or not have done this in the distant past. Can you do it? Sure. Don't do it with Turnitin, though, because like Turnitin, they saved like that database for a while. So, yeah, just make sure you're good on that one. But otherwise, should you do it? No. Well, you'll be fine. So, the spider, so good. I actually have not really seen a ton of It's Always Sunny. It's on the list. It's probably gonna be one of the next shows like I eventually start, but I watched like a few episodes, I think, like years ago, and I was like, yeah, this is funny, and then I just never got back to it. So yeah, you just reference yourself. Grossi 2020. Turn it in as the Eye of Sauron. Yeah, I get it. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. Jack Black. Ooh. Give me a Jack Black Weird Al Super Bowl halftime show. Sim with a fire. All backlash against Butker. Wait till people hear about this Deshaun Watson guy. It's a different spelling of Deshaun, but I get you. Yeah, but like... Again, we ranted about this last week. It's like, man... Just can't glorify people. Can't glorify and like idolize, especially like athletes, or just because they do one thing good. It doesn't necessarily mean they're a good person. And I'm not even like taking a stand. It like, I do not agree with Harrison Butker. I don't. I do understand that he was at a Catholic school and was saying things that are going to resonate growing up Catholic. Like, I get it. I don't agree with it. I'm not Catholic. I'm not religious, but yeah. Both things could suck. Don't idolize and glorify people. Be kind to one another. That's it. Just be kind to one another. Have a nice day. They ain't hurting you, then why do we care? Don't hurt people. Be nice to people. Don't be an a-hole. Quite simple. Rousing. Gods with a fiver. Oh no, 2 seconds. Perfect. Lucky for me, databases were papers in a file cabinet for most part when I was in high school. Yeah, then you're good. But rage bait. Yeah. No, I don't know, man. It maybe it's just me getting older, because I'm an old man now. Pretty much dead. Just like, yeah. Just the time and energy it takes to like hate somebody you don't know, or hate somebody because of something that doesn't impact you at all and they're not hurting anybody. It just has never made sense to me. It's just dumb. It's dumb. So just be nice to people. We're all going through it on the same rock. Just be nice to people. Cheers, folks. Cheers. Starting to yell at clouds. Not yet. No, not yet. I just think that a lot of experiences have... A lot of lows in life have, like, mellowed me out. So, yeah. I think experiencing, like, the craziness of the past 3 years, because it has been crazy. The craziness past 3 years and the absolute, like, crushing blows of, like, the year before that. It's kind of like, yeah, that's just... goes up and down. So, I just find that, like, just being kind to people... You know, caring about the people you care about, spending time with people that you want to spend time with, and just like advocating for yourself. And yeah, that's, I feel like I really just figured it out. Like took a long time, took over 30 years, but yeah, I feel like I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, this is the kind of person I want to be. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to help people. I love making things. I want to continue talking about things that I'm passionate about and care about and help others. So let's lean into that, and that's what we're going to do. So, yeah, stream your funeral. I got you. We're fine. So, yeah. Think Kaepernick would have had a Hall of Fame trajectory? No. But it has nothing. It's literally just his play. It has nothing to do with anything else. Like, I remember when they brought Kurt Warner. Like, listen, as a person who Colin Kaepernick destroyed my team, and they beat us twice. He destroyed us in the divisional game, and that's known as the Colin Kaepernick game, where he just ran. He just ran so much on us. So bad. And then goes to Lambeau, sleeveless. They win, field goal. God, that sucked so much. But it was just, yeah, he just wasn't that phenomenal of a passer like later in his career, and like defenses figured him out. They brought Kurt Warner in to like figure it out, and he just never did. So could he have been a backup? 1,000,000%. And maybe he could have like refined those skills. The world will never know. But Hall of Fame, no, like the guy was like really good for a few years, and then it just, the level of accuracy that he needed just wasn't there. So, yeah, that's all. How do you have so much love for the Packers as a football team, not a person? It's a childhood thing. No, it's 100% a childhood thing. The Packers were one of the first things that I picked, obviously, because of spiteful reasons, but it turned into something where, like, that became my thing. Like, I was a Packers fan. It was something I loved. I had never been to Lambeau Field. I had never been to Wisconsin. I wouldn't go to Green Bay until many, many, many years later because it wasn't an affordable option to do so. And so, like, anytime I could even watch the Packers on TV was, like, a great day. Because I was like, man, I get to watch my team because I just had what was on cable, which was just 2 games, and that was it. So just watching the team, like watching Brett Favre and just learning more about it and becoming more of just a fan of something. And then every rare once in a while seeing somebody in New York with a Packers hat or a Packers jacket and being like, oh, I'm a Packers fan too. Yeah, man, like it was such a cool thing. It's such a special thing to me. And like, even as I've gotten closer to the game and the team and seeing all its flaws and all that stuff, it's still that childhood connection. So yeah, I love sports, man. Like, I love football and I love the Packers. So that's it. That's why I talked to people and did all those interviews for like those years too, because I got to find out, like, my number one question was like, how did you become a so-and-so fan? Like, how did you become a Falcons fan? How did you become a Browns fan? How did you become a Packers fan? And just learning about people's connections to that, whether it was like their family, whether it was rebelling against their family, whether it was because I liked the color of their jerseys, whether it was because of, you know, my grandfather was into it or my grandmother was really into it. Like, these are awesome stories that like connects us to sports. And like, that's what sports should be. Sports should be like tribalistic. Like, that's what it should be, because it gives you an excuse to like be a kid again and like cheer for them and like be like, yeah, like your team sucks, our team's great. And like, when it's not toxic, like, sports is are the best thing in the world. Like, I love them, and it brings people together, and it's dope. So yeah, that's why. Gigated Fire 30-30 messed with your sleep last time. I can only imagine constantly going from one time zone to the next. Sleep is for the week. Oh yeah, no. I've submitted to the fact that for the next 10 days, I am not going to be sleeping a lot. That's fine. I did it for 30. Angel to Fire. In the meantime, stop trying to ruin the color purple. It's the Vikings. RC with a fire. Tom, returning the AFC and NFC East saga this year, since you've done all the divisions and now it's back to the East. I probably won't, but there will be probably something. Yeah, again, it's just not right now. There's 2 things on my mind: International Stadium Tour, and then Coach. And I'm thinking more and more about Coach, but I'm like kind of keeping it at bay, because let me do the international thing. It's gonna knock me down probably for like a hot second, in terms of just like, give me a week, still put out content every day. But then we're going to get into the GCU rewatches pretty much a week after I get back. And that will ultimately do Coach. I can't wait. Steven at Fire. Sorry, I misspelled Deshaun Watson. Texting and driving. No texting and driving. Nay. Stay safe. Gods of Fire. Chargers fan because of a dog. My grandma had a little ankle biter named Charger when I was a wee lad. At least I'm loyal. Like, that's awesome. That's super, super dope. So I love it. Like, and that is, oh, let me tell you about Wednesday. Wednesday. So Wednesday, shout out to Tricky. Super duper dope. During 30 and 30, during the Patriots tour / fan event, I met Tricky, and Tricky asked me, like, do I like Survivor? And I was like, yeah, I do like Survivor. Now, I watched Survivor in the beginning. I watched like a ton of Survivor, like all the early seasons and stuff, and then kind of fell out of it, and then got back into it when I was in like my 20s, and then kind of fell out of it right around the pandemic when I really started getting engrossed with this. Like, I remember I had a whole season like on my DVR, and I was like, I just don't have the time for it. So I fell out of it. So he's like, you know, like, I organize these watch parties and stuff for Wendell and Bryce, and it was like, they have like sometimes they have like cast members who from like previous seasons might show up, and it's just like an awesome experience for like fans and stuff. And I was like, oh, that'd be super, super cool. So Tricky reached out to me a few months ago and was like, hey, there's going to be some events. And I had not watched this past season. So I wound up, this was the offer. So I was like, okay, this guy, Jimmy, who, a good friend of mine, Jimmy lives in Rochester. And so that's like 6 hours away from me. Shout out Rochester. And he's the biggest Survivor fan that I know, like biggest Survivor fan. And he's like watched every season, every episode, listens to the podcasts, like just loves Survivor. And I hadn't seen him in 3 years. So I called him up and I was like, hey, dude, I wasn't planning on going to this, but explain the opportunity to him. I was like, do you still watch Survivor? And he's like, yes. And so Jimmy said, 100% I will go. So I said, Tricky, like, let's go. So Jimmy drove down 6 hours on Wednesday, got here. We like talked for like 2 hours, drove down to the city, went out to this place in the city where it was the cast. Like, there was cast members from the current season, past 2 seasons. There was the cast from Big Brother contestants. There was, oh man, from Squid Games, like the reality show, that was there. And I was like, oh my God, like, this is super cool. You know, because I like started recognizing some people. And Jimmy, who loves Survivor, like the winner from 2 years ago, is literally standing right next to him. And he's like just very, very happy because like he loves this stuff. And I'm like, hell yeah, like I want to give him that experience. Like, that's super cool. So like I was taking pictures for him like all night, and we then moved locations for the watch party, and like every TV in the bar had the Survivor finale on it, and it was packed with Survivor fans. And then there was a VIP section with the cast, like the actual cast of this current season. And there was only a few people missing. So 3 out of the 4 final people were there that night. So we were allowed in on there. So like Jimmy's talking to like Maria, who got voted out. And when she got voted out, she was there with her family, and like everybody was cheering for her and like congratulating her on the game. Like Ben was there and Charlie were there, who were 2 of the 3 finalists. And it was such a cool experience for Jimmy, because like this was like something he was really passionate about. And so, yeah, like it was super duper cool. But you find like these passions and stuff. And like I did this with like Tyler and like Johnny and stuff like that, of even for the Rangers game. Like I brought people who are hockey fans and Rangers fans, and they sat front row. Like I've gotten into a position where I've worked my ass off for so long that now like I'm like, okay, like I want to like do cool experiences for me. Sure. Like that was Iceland. That was my nice vacation in 5 years. But like, if I get to go do cool experiences, I want to bring people. I brought my dad second row to WrestleMania, because like, that's what you should do. It's helping others. And yeah, I don't know. That's it. I don't even know what the original question was. I lost it, and I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't even know why I started on that rant, but we're rocking. Appreciate you. Oh, we're going long tonight. Funky, with a tenner, going into detox. I drink too much and will continue to do so without guidance. I'm using this weekend as an excuse to drink my accessibility. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it. Funky, first of all, buddy, listen. That's strong as hell, man. Like, that legit is strong as hell to admit that, hey, like, this is an issue. So I wish you nothing but luck, my friend. Rock and roll. Stay safe. Come out on the other side. Sammy with a fire. What smell or smells instantly bring you to your childhood? Oh. We're going deep. There's a few things. We're going deep. Growing up when I was a kid / baby, I had a blanket. And it was a Winnie the Pooh white blanket. And that blanket had a very specific smell. And like, I still have that blanket and it sat in a drawer for like many, many years. And it doesn't have that smell anymore, but I still remember it. So that, but I don't have that smell anymore. Send. So that. I would say after that, there's just the smell that I really like, which is just like pavement, like hot pavement, like after rain. Like there's a certain smell. There's words for it. I don't remember what it is, but yeah, that smells really, really good too. Yep. Giggity, with a fire from Maryland. When I got into football, I wanted a rival to talk smack to. My cousin was a Vikings fan, so I obviously chose to be his enemy. Perfection. Perfection. Meek with a fitty saying, hey Tom, former stream we talked about having an event on the 28th in London. Is that still a go? Can't wait to meet you flying out from Denmark. Hey, let's freaking go, Meek. So it's the 29th. It's the 29th. The schedule is, if you are looking at my YouTube channel, it's on there because it's all on like Twitter and stuff too. But if you're looking, oh, I didn't put it on here. Never mind. If you go to the community tab on my YouTube channel, it's you just scroll down. It's the 29th. So May 29th at 6 p.m. at Moortown Bell. Hell yeah. Coming from Denmark? Damn, let's go. Let's go. That's dope as hell. Can't wait to see you. Let's go. Let's go. Just hot pavement? Okay. Angel, thank you. Yes, yes. Thanks, Life Until Love. Yes, that's the one. God's Fire smells opening a pack of Topps baseball cards. Dude, I remember what the smell of like opening like Pokemon cards or like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I remember that smell. It was like a little coppery. Yeah. Kaibara. Dude, that's some childhood stuff. That's good. Sawdust, that's awesome. Bro, noses be crazy. That's all I'm saying. You got to throw with Chad Pennington in middle school at a football camp outside of the birth of my daughter. Best time of my life. Alex, I love that whole sentence because you were like, best time of my life. That could either be the birth of your daughter or throwing with Chad Pennington. So you don't have to ever explain which one makes it the best. I know. Ocean Breeze, that's nice. A fresh Nintendo Power magazine. Hell yeah. Bazooka gum. There you go. There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, rain on dry ground. Oh, that's a good... Ooh, Life Until I like that. Wow, Wiley enjoy... That's actually super cool. Hell yeah, I like that. Steven to Fire. No texting, but you're allowed to swerve when you drive. Only if you're Swerve Strickland. And Prince Nana. That's it. Those are the only two people who can. Only two people. So, Aaron, I think they're going to rock. Their ATV exhaust. We talked about this I remember this. We talked about this years ago on a Q&A that like growing up, like I enjoyed the smell of gasoline. I never lit anything on fire, but like when I was in the car and like they were pumping gas, I liked it. And that caused like a civil war in the chat. I was like, yeah, it smelled good. And people were like, no, it doesn't. And it wasn't until I taught psychology of all things where I was like, yeah, like there's some people who love that smell and absolutely hate that smell. So, oh, Darren, absolutely. Absolutely. Fresh cut grass. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty common one, right? It's a good smell. It's a comforting smell. I would say that. Love the smell of gasoline. That's it. Just everyone's a little arsonist. It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Hey, Tim, it smelled good. I was like, I wasn't like, oh man, but yeah, it smelled good. Birth of my dog was the best time of my life. Holding her, wholesome experience. Gas smell good, I think. The most poignant holding my daughter for the first time was incredible. Also, gas, I think it smells good. Perfection. Ryan, they took baseball cards with the gum. Oh, we're going old school. Oh, yeah. No, ZJ. No. Kelly with a fire. My late dad always wore a specific cologne, and anytime I smell it, it calms me down a little. Noses are wild. Noses be crazy. That's going to go one day in a Tom Grossi without context YouTube video. Noses be crazy. Campfire's good. Campfire's good. Yeah, because I use a wood burning stove primarily for heat, so it's not the smell that, like, I like the smell, but it's more of just like the warmth because it's a different type. Aslan, wood fire. Damn, Tom, spent good money on this. I request to hear your singing voice, like a full song, whatever you don't play T Swift song. Now I'm gonna play Love Story, and that's it. A full song? Bro, I ain't singing a full song right now. First of all, if you want to hear magic, there's a single put out by Tom Grossi called Lighthouse, and some people are calling it the song of a generation. That's what I'm hearing. You want to hear my singing voice? That's the #1 hit single. Type in Lighthouse, Tom Grossi. You won't regret it. Sure. Mountain Fire, you streaming the GCU rewatch? Also, I love the smell of gas. Can you? Okay. Real quick. This is not a request for donations. If you are inclined to donate on GPS on Monday, please, whatever the question is, whatever the comment is, if you were just going to do it anyway, please just end it with, you either love or don't love the smell of gas. And I just want to see how long it takes Perna to start questioning it, because I will just read it straight. Like, if you just go like, what do you think Bill Belichick's going to do next year? I love the smell of gas. I'll read the whole thing because I do the donos. I'll read the whole thing and I will not acknowledge the gas part. Please. Do not donate if you were not planning to. But if you do, please either say you love or don't love the smell of gas, because the fact that I've had it now with streaming GCU and birth of my daughter, it is now perfection. Yes, I will be streaming the GCU rewatch. Yes. God's Fire wants someone to invent new car scent deodorant. Ooh, that's a good smell. I've only smelled it once, but good smell. Now it's got 164,000 miles on her. Mm-hmm. That's it. Memorial Day. That's true. It's true. Not to sound weird, but I still remember what Travis Kelce smells like. Bro. Get you out of tour. I love the smell of gas, especially from a fast car. You son of a gun. You son of a gun. You got a fast car. Yep, you son of a gun. All right, K-Chan, I see you. I see you. You got me. You got me at that one. Well done. That one. Good. Alex, like, I'm dying right now. I also love the smell of gas. Like, that is... Well, it's a 2013 Hyundai Sonata. That thing... Yeah. LQ. Curse, it's like, normal gas smell is crap. Race fuel. That's a little bit more my speed. That's graduating to a higher narcotic. This is not a promotion. Please do not start smelling gasoline. Do not. This is not a promotion of that. Nay. What time is GPS? 11 a.m. Eastern time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's true. Second favorite team? There's not really a second. Like, I don't mind. Like, the Bills, Bengals, Texans, they're cool. But no, it's Green Bay Packers all the way. All the way. And I smelled Sharpies. Never liked that smell. Never liked that smell. Full IndyCar race in the future, you'll understand. So now LQ is also acting as just like, here's a free sample. No, it's cool. It's on the house this time. Scented markers. Now we're talking. Bro, like the actual like cherry. Bro, those things used to smell fantastic. Those were fantastic. Kevin with a 990. Please don't get addicted to gasoline. True. Please don't do that. Don't do that. But those, oh yeah. Smell of like cherry. Come on now. Scented markers were. But I weaned myself off. Many years. Many years. Also, like, I bought unscented ones, like, when I was a teacher. So, yeah. Orange and green apple. If you were, like, a kid, like, growing up in, like, 90s, 2000s, like, legit, that was a thing. I was like, oh, these scented markers smell really good. That was a thing. I don't drink coffee. I've had, like, maybe a handful of cups of coffee in my life. Yeah, no, not me. Am I gonna stream SummerSlam? I'm gonna try to go to SummerSlam. I'm gonna try. Make with Twy. I like to stand under rockets when they take off. Smells amazing. I imagine I imagine if race car fuel, if we're going like spaceship, smell of monograph paper. No, never did it for me. And I also always hated chalk. Ugh. Iced tea, I used to. Bro. Let me LQ's like, let me tell you about iced tea. All right, you want to hear Tom Grossi lore? This is like the ultimate Tom Grossi lore. Okay. I don't know what year I started doing this, like how old I was. I want to say I was like maybe between like 8 and 10 when I first started doing this. So my mom used to make iced tea. So there was a pitcher of like, it was usually like blue or pink or something, and it was filled with iced tea. And my mom just made iced tea like really, really well. Now, again, like this is just like Lipton iced tea mix. So it was a very specific Lipton one, but she would just like add a certain amount and it'd be like super, super good. Then when I had to make my own, or at times I had to make my own, I was like, man, I can just pour more in this and it's gonna be like super sweet and it's sugar. So I was like, this is rocking. But anyway, at some point in my life, my mom had in the living room had those like foldable tables, and there was like a set of like 4 or something. So what I used to do is when I learned how to make iced tea is I would go on the corner, because I lived in a corner house. I would go on the corner on like it's not like a busy street, but it's like relatively busy. And I would set up a little table right next to the sign on my street, and I would make my own iced tea. And I would go out there with a pitcher, and I'd go out there with a bunch of cups. Like I go out and buy the cups, I buy the Lipton iced tea mix, what have you, what have you. And I got to a point where like I made really good iced tea. Again, just from the Lipton mix. It was just about pouring the right amount of like scoopage in there. So me being a very energetic child and a very, very loud child, I would stand on the corner with my little table. I'd have a little sign that said iced tea for sale. I'd charge 50 cents and I'd put it up there. And when a car went by, like, you guys don't understand, like, I was loud. I'm a loud person. I was loud. So anytime a car drove by, I would scream at the top of my lungs, iced tea for sale! Iced tea! And I mean, like, bro, it carried. And there were times where, like, it may have startled the car, but a lot of people stopped. So I used to sell iced tea all the time. So yeah, I get it. Iced tea was good. Iced tea was good. I haven't had it in a while, but it was good. Giggity! What's there? Growing up, shared a bunk bed with my grandma. She put on a ton of Vicks Vapo Rub, and that smell was strong and made my eyes burn up. When she passed, I had my own bed. I hated that smell was gone. Yeah. Noses be crazy. I get that. I get that. Bill with a fire. Too young. Mimeograph machine smell from grade school. Wore Xerox, Xerox based copies. The older crowd will know. There you go. There you go. Bro, legit. Oh, I used to sell iced tea. I made money, but it was all change. Like, I would have a little Tupperware and it'd be filled with change. I remember there was a neighbor that I had a few doors down. His name was Steve. And he drove by and, like, bro, like, I was making like a few bucks a day, right? And he stopped and he's like, how much for iced tea? And I was like, 50 cents. And he's like, I have a 20. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I like had to give him like my entire change thing. So he gave me a 20 and I gave him like 1950 back in change. Like all of it was in change. And a lot of it was not quarters. So I still remember. Make it 20, make a GPS comp with people saying they like gas. Exactly. Gave it a tour. Parents never wondered where you were in the yard. A few times. There was one time I was gone for a really long time. There was a kid down the... This is deep Grossi lore. There was a time where there was a kid, Ray, down the street, and he had a basketball hoop. And when I was a teenager, I was, like, starting to get basketball, but I was just, like, again, I just had a lot of energy. So, like, I like to play sports and stuff. I, like, played football all the time, like, in high school, like, when I was a sophomore with my friends, like, after school. It was great. So this kid, Ray, had a basketball hoop. So we were just playing basketball, like, super duper late. And my mom is also very, very loud. And she used to just like yell out the window. I make it sound like I was born in like the 1950s, but I swear this was the 90s. And she would just like yell out the window really loud, like where you were. So like I did not hear her. And so I was just playing basketball. And then it like got like kind of late. It wasn't sundown yet, but it was close. And I just walked back to my house, which was like a 5-minute walk, but I walked like up the block. And my neighbor like was driving around in his car and stopped and was like, "Where have you been?" And I was like, "What do you mean where have I been?" And I was like, "Down the block. I was playing basketball." And they were like, "Oh, like your mom thought you got kidnapped." So like I went back in the house and my mom legit thought I got kidnapped. So I was down the block playing basketball. Again, it sounds like I was born in the 1950s, but yeah, no. And the iced tea thing, I was right in front of the yard because it was a corner street. So Matt Turner, you're a great MTI dude. Oh, dude, listen, I could have been a Barker 100%. 100%. I'm great. I was just a loud Italian kid. I was a loud Italian kid with a ton of energy. So it's just the Midwest. I live in New York. That's it. You heard me in Scotland shouting. Makes sense. I was in Scotland and I did yell when I was in Scotland. So it makes sense. Vanilla extra. Ooh, vanilla's nice. Vanilla's nice. It's Italiano. Italiano. Get home before the streetlights came on. Yep, I did. Got my own mortgage for a few bucks. My God. Meanwhile, I was like, "Hey, I like this house." And they're like, "That's $100,000 over asking." I'm like, "I don't like that house." It's insane. It's nuts. Again, I'm content if the fates be that I'm here for this season. I'm okay with it. Next year, if that happens, I'm like actively going to be searching very actively. So we'll see. It's all good. All right, we're 151 in. Oh, Midwest accent. Oh, it's not ready. I'm in Green Bay for like 3 days before my O's start to get a little O-y. About 3 days. So that's it. We're rocking. Rachel. Bowling alleys. Yeah, I was never into bowling. But I get it. All right, una más. Maybe dos más, but una más at least. Gods of Fire. You used to tell people my childhood was Stranger Things. Mine's supernatural stuff. I was that age at the time. Yeah. Didn't feel like gasoline scented candle is the best, worst idea ever. Yeah, no. But that's the thing. I wouldn't want to smell that in my house because I'm like, oh my God, I have a gas leak. Wouldn't work out. I mean, when I met Rachel, I'm just sitting in the backseat of her car. It was a fast car. With Johnny. I would just like Rachel stopped at a red light. I'd be like, "Rachel!" Because why not? Like, when in Rome. I've actually only seen a few pieces of that movie. I've only seen a few scenes. Not a ton. Best candle was Christmas cookie. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I jumped every time. I mean, I'm loud. I'm a loud person. Damn, that was late in 30 and 30. I had that energy still. 1-1 game, by the way, for the Ice Kitties and the Rangers. You got a fast car. Thoughts on the Steelers? I don't believe in their QB play, but if they have a strong offensive line, which they should, and they can run the ball well, they'll be effective. So, yeah. It's because of how loud you all are. Yeah, that you just learn. You just learn to be louder. Oh, you want attention? Just be louder. Star opinion on skunk smell? No, thank you. I've gotten used to it because, like, there's a bunch of skunks around, but also, damn danger noodles. There's been some snakes in the yard. I know this is why you really tuned in. There's been some snakes in the yard. And again, not the biggest fan of snakes. I know they're garter snakes. I'd rather they stay over there. Literally, 2 snakes. One here, one behind me. I'm like, come on, man. Just trying to do the lawn. Today, scooping dog poop. As you do. 2 feet in front of me. Snake. He's a little guy. Didn't bother me, but just go over there. Just go over there. That's all. Samuel, with the fiery thoughts on vanilla. Personally, I think it gets a bad rap as a boring flavor, possibly because it's been done poorly so often. I agree with that. I have 2 favorite types of cake. Okay. One, peanut butter chocolate cake. However, peanut butter chocolate cake was only a recent discovery because a lot of times, like, I just never mixed them together or I was like allergic to chocolate, what have you. But the second one, the cake that I grew up eating a lot of times, was a vanilla-based cake with vanilla frosting and then chocolate on the inside. That was the one. That was the one. All right, Gabriel, what do we got? Need advice. Been contemplating between engineering and meteorology recently. I love both, but don't know what will be better for my future. Any advice? Oh, yeah, 100%. Can you take classes in either one? That's the easiest way. I mean, easiest in that it's going to cost money, but I mean, I'm sure there's online things too. Just try them both out and see which one you like more. Like if you're talking about just like maybe like a community college or something like that, you could take courses and just see if it's the right thing for you. So, I mean, like engineering, I think would be more practical, but yeah, that's how I'd like what you're going to enjoy more. So that's it. Hey, there you go. Engineering is where it's at. Inject. Where's inject? Inject! Inject. Chocolate cake with vanilla whipped frosting. For you two, I was a social studies teacher. High school social studies teacher. It's been a while. It's been a while. As I pour myself another beer. It's been a while. When I was in Grenada. So, yeah. Not spilling. Perfect pour. Between civil and mechanical engineering, too. I mean, LQ, mechanical engineering. She works on race cars now and not a cloning device. So, here's what I'll say, Gabriel. If you want to work on a cloning device, apparently don't become a mechanical engineer because it's never going to get done. So, that's all I'm going to say. And that's just in some brief experience. So, I don't know. God, teaching at the right time. A lot of teachers quitting these days. Yeah, which is just sad, man. Like, I hate it. Yeah, I hate it so much. I hate it so much. The ring updates? Let's see. Well, my village just got raided by a person named Gabriel. You son of a gun, you asked for advice. Glenn, win a fighter. Living in the Midwest fun. Power's back on for the second time this week. Hey, there you go. Back on. We're rocking. We're rocking. What was I going to look up? I had it. Oh, ring. All right, let's see what the ring updates are. Let's see. Inject! I was told I am needed. Yes. A question was asked about engineering or meteorology. Which one do you recommend? Your field of work. Let's see. What was your first car? My mom's old Saturn. It had 200,000 miles on it, or at least 200,000 miles got put on it by the time I was using it. Yeah. That car ended because I was driving on a street and it started bucking. Like it literally, while I was driving, it was like this. So then that car went. And then I got a 99, these are all used, obviously, 99 Honda Civic, which was a really cool car. I really liked it. It got 7 to 19 miles to the gallon when I was commuting 70 minutes one way. Not practical, but at that point when the catalytic converter went out, I was like, I've already put so much money into the car. That's not going to be right. But that had over like 150,000 miles, I think. And then my current car, I bought when I didn't want to buy. I wanted to wait because I was like in the market for a new car, but it just died before I could get a new one. So I bought a 2013 Hyundai Sonata new, and that was my first new car I ever bought. And yeah, I still have it, and it's 164,000 miles on it. And that's it. And that's it. Oh yeah, it was broken. Because I just said it was shaking. I was like, yeah, the car's shaking. And then they got in there like, it's bucking. And I was like, okay, sorry. All right, here we are. We're on the, go. 3 hours ago, Black Lab and Brown American Bully missing. Oh, that's sad. Oh, resolved. Never mind. It's fine. So that's 3 hours ago. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Rear tour. Dad worked on race cars, high-end gas, oil, best smell. There you go. See? See? Okay. 17 hours ago. 0 water, but they didn't type a 0. It's an O, so it says O water. Is there anyone else with no water? So let's see the comments here. Only 2 likes, but 34 comments. Low pressure in the fishbowl here as well. What a great way to top off the flood from this morning. We're living in the end times. I called. They said they're working on it. No further info. Okay. I'm in the where's this fishbowl? I don't know where this fishbowl is. Just capital received and email from Rainbow estimated 1 to 2 hours. Yes, and we called it already. I have water. Water pressure low. No, not a well. Called a number I found, of course, got a voicemail only erg. 1 sentence. Water won't be back till tomorrow, 8 to 10 a.m. What? Where is this? This is not that. This can't be that close that we don't have water. Are you on a well? Anyone have water yet? Is it a well? The Ring sagas are truly amazing. It is one of my favorite things. There's severe thunder. Oh, we got insane thunderstorms. Here we go. 1 day ago. Anyone hear that giant noise? Loud banging noises. 3 comments. Let's see. Thunder? 2 question marks? Nope. Banging how? Question mark. I heard a small noise. Was that it? Unresolved. Inject! We're at 20. Both majors. You're going to be doing a buttload of math. Engineering. You have more opportunities to make more money. If you love meteorology and it's your passion, do it. But if you want to have more money, then engineering. There you go. Inject. Inject on. Appreciate you, Inject. Thank you for the input. Appreciate you. Brandon with Daytur, Jets fan, where you see the biggest improvement? Your offensive line. Your offensive line, and you would pray quarterback. Okay, this is a saucy situation, but this looks... What? I don't know what this is. Okay. Here we go. Now we're getting back into it. Appreciate it, Laura. Bobcat. Ran across the road. Watch those little pets. Smiley face. Did Cruella DeVille write this? Steve Cat, someone said. Don't know what that is. Don't know. Yeah, and then there's the pool service one. That's it. So that's what's going on in the neighborhood in Ring. So, yeah. I don't know. Oh, the Bobcat? Oh, so his name was Steve. Yeah. Just picked a different name, right? Yeah, what if it's Steve Cat? Could be. I'm telling you. It should be a series. Just reading the Ring app. Adrian, which way coming in late? Feel like I missed a wild time, but I'm here for it. Oh, we're rocking. We're rocking tonight. We're reading the Ring app. There's hockey on with 12:10 still to go in the second. Tied 1-1. Ooh, that was a big hit against the wall. But wait, Tom. Need your in the chat's input on a debate we had at work today. Can a big toolbox be used as a clothing dresser? You can, but the problem is the issue. I mean, technically, sure. But the issue you're going to run into is you can't stack it really high, because at least a lot of toolboxes that I've had, or the drawers are usually not that deep, so you can't pile a lot of clothes high. So I feel like it's also going to probably be more expensive than just a dresser you can get from IKEA. So I don't think that's going to work either. Inject! Return. Also, cannot stress this enough. You live in central and northern Oklahoma and southern Kansas. Please be safe tomorrow. Tornado-wise, it's looking deadly. Yo, be safe. Seen a lot of those. Inject also is posting about it in the mod chat too, but it seems like a lot of storms. Yeah, I don't think they have enough depth. I don't think so. Take it from this person who has been living out of basically 2 dressers and a small closet. Yeah, just get a dresser from IKEA or something. Or justifying your plate. It's just too shallow. The clothes are going to get caught. And again, the price doesn't warrant it because toolboxes are expensive. So, not good. Hey, Jake. Take care. Enjoy. Needs a breaking news Ring interruption? I do. I agree. Don't skimp and take the Heathrow Express. You'll thank me later. Adrian, you are the second person to tell me that, and I will be taking the Heathrow Express. I will. I hear that gets very quickly. Boom. Get to where you need to be. Central London. Have a nice day. Where am I going to be in London? I don't know. I don't even know. We'll see. All right. So I'm talking about treating people to stuff, and I was going to say something, but then a package came. I agree with that 100%. I've been taking my brother to events, and it's all about the memories. That's it. I mean, right? It's experiencing things with people you care about, and that's just what you're supposed to do. I think I've talked about this before, but Tyler has been a Milwaukee Bucks fan forever. So all those years ago, when I sat courtside for my first time, I brought Tyler because who else am I going to bring? Tyler is a really great friend of mine and I want him to have that experience. That's amazing. Like, brought Tyler when we sat front row for the pregame at Lambeau. I never sat front row before. So I was like, yeah, like I'm a splurge on this. So bring Tyler. And Tyler brought his father-in-law, who had never sat front row at a Lambeau, who's a diehard Packers fan, and was like incredibly happy. Like that's what you're supposed to do. Right. And again, the Rangers game, like any event that I've got, WrestleMania, any event that I've gone to, like it's usually like I'm obviously having interest in stuff. But yeah, it's like providing memories for people. Like that's it. That's exactly. It's time and experiences and like me being able to do stuff that I was not able to do earlier in my life. You know? That's it. God's Fire, cardboard boxes, duct tape, and good old ingenuity. Dresser problem solved for cheap. Or you could just be a real person and store them in Tupperware. I used to literally just like those big storage, like those plastic like Tupperware things. Oh yeah, all my clothes used to be in there. Yeah, shout out to Eric Witt. Exactly. Kind people like Eric Witt. Just be kind to people, man. Like that's what made 30 and 30 such a success. It's what I hope is going to make the International Stadium Tour a success. Because I feel like at this point, folks, like, this is who I be. That's it. I want to make stuff. I'm so grateful to be in this position that I worked my ass off for. And so now we're just going to do kind stuff. We're going to raid creators and uplift them too. We're going to donate. Like, I want you to understand this. This piece of paper that I have been keeping on my desk for literal years about all the money that we have raised for charity. If we raise $185,570 during this international stadium tour, we, and I mean a big capital W, we, will have raised $1 million for various charities in 3 years. That's like incredible. Legitimately incredible. This is a football channel. Unless you know the lore, then you know it's not just a football channel, right? Like this is a guy in his basement who loved the Packers, who loves loves football, loves the NFL, and decided to talk about him, turned a camera on 9 years ago and said, here's a skit of me reacting to the Packers losing to the Seahawks. And for 5 years, I just grinded. And not a lot of people watched, but a lot of you are still here. And it has been the most awesome experience just building this from nobody watching to 100 people watching to 1,000 people watching, hitting 100,000 subscribers in 2020 and leaving my job in 2021. And in 3 years since I've left my job, we are $185,570 away from raising $1 million for charity. That's pretty effing good. Without a dime of sponsor money, without selling you out, without advertising stuff to you. We just we made something good. We made something really, really good. And listen, there's nerves for this. Don't get me wrong about the International Stadium Tour. 30 and 30 was crazy. Like the fact that it was that successful and we raised that much money is legitimately crazy. And now I'm let's see if we can do something somewhat similar. And that is terrifying, but I'm let's try. Because what's the worst that happens? I lose a bunch of money, 30 to 30, and we raise what? A few $1,000s for charity? Yeah, it won't look good, but we raised a few $1,000s for charity. So okay. That's cool. Get out of good, baby. Let's rock. Let's rock. I'm excited to get back out there. I'm excited to meet fans. I'm excited to put spotlights on places that have not been represented a lot and fans that only recently have started to get a spotlight and just put it on them. Yeah. This is going to be awesome. I'm super excited for it. We're going to rock. We're going to rock. We'll get it. We'll get it. Hey, Tracy Jordan loves new charity. Yep. It's not accepting donations yet. You'll know when it does. You'll know. That Batman, Tom, former history teacher. What do you think of the song "We Didn't Start the Fire"? As a future history teacher, you will if you want it. I love it. Yeah, no, it's great. I think in every history class I've ever been in, like probably junior year of high school, they played "We Didn't Start the Fire." Yeah, it's a great way to like you. The best method I've seen is you play it at the beginning of the year, because it depends on the year now, but like a lot of kids will have heard it in passing before, and you play it for them, and then at the end of the year, after they've learned all the material, you play it again, and there's like that deeper understanding. Steph, with a fire, came for the football, stay for the amazing community. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Glenn, with fire, I found this channel because the Lions drafted Jameson Williams, stay for the chaotic good and the lore. And the lore. Mm-hmm. Always burning since the world been turning, baby. That's it. We're rocking. We're just gonna keep on rocking. And also, the lore is deep. The lore is deep. I was talking to Tricky, the guy who set up the Survivor thing, and his girlfriend, Michaela, I believe. I'm so sorry if I got it wrong. I believe it was Michaela. And she was like, yeah, he introduced me to the videos, but like, I watched the lore and was like, you need to watch the lore. Perfect. Laura! Thanks for membership. I appreciate you. But yeah, the lore is deep. The lore is deep. Which is also funny as hell, man. Like, I make videos like during the football season like a crazy person, and it's like mostly football related, except the saga episodes which get like so dramatic, which is perfect, and I love them so much. And then like I make during the summer the weirdest, most not really football related content that's about a mess of things. And yeah, there's some dedicated people who absolutely love it. And it's dope as hell. Nick with fire. Fall Out Boy released an updated "We Didn't Start the Fire." Did they? Did they? All right. How is it? Is it good? Is it good? It's time a river or a flat circle? Well, if it's a river, the expectation, right? If you're saying if it's like an infinite river, it's never going to end and it's just going in a straight line. A circle would imply that it's going to connect again. I could see it. Yeah, let's go flat circle. Go flat circle. I'm going to miss Coach when it's done. The hype, the breakdown discussions the community has for all will be missed most. Yeah, and I think that's what... Let me put it this way. Coach might be done. Like, the sagas are done. But that's also, like, what I want to do. Like, I was talking about this the other day. Like, having those premieres after, like, working my ass off on these episodes and just, like, doing these premieres and just seeing, like, legitimately thousands of people in there and watching it and reacting it and breaking it down and discussing it and talking about it. Like, it is so cool to see a community and a fandom develop out of something that you've created that is incredibly personal, that is like just you creating weird stuff on what many people will look at as just a football channel. Yeah, there's a reason it's Tom Grossi and not Podcast. No, it's just very cool. Like, you don't understand going out during 30 and 30 and seeing people dressed as Wildflower. Like, people seeing dressed as Lenny. I will never get walking in Charlotte and seeing a fan. Well, I wasn't heading to the fan event. I was running back to the hotel and seeing a fan dressed as Lenny walking the opposite direction and us meeting eyes and being like, oh my God, like having the crown. It is the coolest thing ever. So yeah, like I want to make stuff. Like I want to make like narrative, like driven things. And I love football, and football is always going to be this too. But like narrative driven things, yeah, I like creating stuff. So I'll just keep on creating. Adrian Victor, Billy would say it's a river of dreams. River of dreams? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Bill. Exactly. Hello, I am Bruce, and I am Springsteen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We need a whole movie. I've said this for a while. I want to make a movie. The thing is, in 2023, I was like, 2025, definitely want to make this movie. now 2025 is next year, and I was like, oh God, I'm not ready. But I really, really, really want to. Oh, I want to make a movie. And just like legit put like my time and energy. There's so many things I want to do. And like the fact that I can do them is not lost on me. And that's why I'm like, oh, okay, like that's a privilege to be able to do some of the things that I want to do in life. And so I got to make sure there's always a component of giving back, because like there's just a level of gratitude. Like the fact that I get to go to countries I've never been to before because of this. Like, yeah, like we're doing this all for charity. Like, yeah, I'm going to lose money doing this, but I get to have the opportunity to like do that. And that is never going to be lost on me. Never, never, never. So, Kayvon, welcome to the posse. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Because otherwise, what are we doing? Movie be lore based? Do you have a new story in mind? I've had a movie idea in my mind for years now. Yeah, The Creator. But there was a movie called The Creator, so like, oh, maybe I gotta change that. But yeah, no, I do want to make a movie. That's like a kind of mix of Coach, but it's not like real. Like I actually want to try to like release a movie in theaters, and I don't care if like 10 people go to see it. Like that's a dream of mine. Like I would want to do that. So yeah, we'll see. What genre will we be doing? Man, like there's a lot of genres on it. That first thing would be a drama, but like I want to make a horror movie so bad. Oh, I want to make a horror movie so bad. Yeah. Jam, if you made a movie based on the Saga characters, what would make as a storyline including all 32 characters? I would do it as Survivor. I would do it in like a Hunger Games like kind of aspect of like all 32 teams. And I've thought about it as a series, and just I was talking about it with Jimmy too. And I was like, yeah, dude, I thought about that of just like having, you know, multiple teams get eliminated per week and stuff. Yeah. I would do a season long like Survivor drama, 100% of just having like 32 characters like all together. It would be a monster to shoot. Something I literally don't have the space to do it right now, but yeah. Nightmare. Yeah. The night and then the nightmare. The nightmare, I never wrote anything down. The nightmare was not a script. Not a single thing was written down. It literally was just like, yep, I had a nightmare, and literally like I had an idea. And that was it. That was it. I enjoyed doing that. I really, really enjoyed that. So, yeah. But we'll see. Again, this international thing, it's a big one. Is that a guess? Sure. Yeah, there's some really good SFX YouTube creators. Yeah? You're not wrong. Yeah, like, and that would be the thing too. Like, there's one thing. Oh man. I don't do like vision boards or anything, like, but this is something I'm like really trying to do. And I haven't done anything yet to go there, except for making like the Coach and the sagas and stuff. I really want to make a movie. Really, really bad. I want to make a movie, super small budget. I will stretch that budget out to whatever it needs to be. I want A24 to distribute it. We've seen the vision. We've seen it. John, go to your movie premiere in a heartbeat. You have serious writing talent. I appreciate that. Like, listen, that's the thing too. I don't consider myself I don't know. You're only as good as some people say. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I go through that sometimes. I'm like, oh man, like, I don't know. Can I write an act, or is it just good for YouTube videos? That's 100% a thing. And I don't know, but like, I want to try. So, why not? Been doubted plenty of times before. Okay, on! Derek, also want to write a movie. I have story ideas and stuff, but I need to put aside time to start writing, but I keep procrastinating. I'm also not the best at writing dialogue. So what you could do is take classes or lessons or like just study dialogue, and then that's you working towards it. You don't have to write down a single thing. That's it. Coach Fire, future idea for clickbait charity stream with each of you picking a charity of choice. Whoever raises the most money gets roasted like Brady. Bro, I would do a clickbait roast. Yeah, that'd be fun. I think we kind of did that once, right? I'll never forget that. Because, right, Scooter had to roast us. I don't know if did he wind up ever doing it? But Scooter had to roast us. And I was like, yeah, do it. Because, like, comedian. Like, the things my friends and I used to say to each other of just, like, they cut deep. And so I was like, yeah, Scooter, you had to, we roasted Scooter. That was light. But Scooter, there was originally a thing where, like, Scooter was supposed to roast us. And I remember, like, literally we clicked end stream. And I was like really for it. I was like, Scooter, this will be amazing. Like, legit, you should roast all of us. Like, it'll be funny. And he goes, oh, so like I could talk about your divorce? I was like, yes. I was like, absolutely. Because like, you're my friend. I know you're not serious. Let's rock. Not in that comedian life. Not in that comedian. If you're friends with someone, like, legit, bro, rip them apart. Rip them to shreds. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So I think we should still get Scooter to roast, like a legit roast. I think we've annoyed him enough with anti-cowboy stuff too. He might bring it. 14-year-old boy last year. Oh man. Hell yeah, Cole. I'm so sorry to hear that went through that, but nah, dude. Hell yeah. Glad things are better now. Let's rock. Divorced? I know. That's the thing too. Oh, geez. You're in the chat. Bro, it's been crazy how much has changed in 3 years. And the majority of this fan base has come up in the past 3 years. Like, it's nuts. It's crazy. Oh, like, people are like, you were married? Like, and there's like 5 to 6 years of content that is just like, me with terrible microphones, terrible lighting, just like, all right, guys, here's my stream. Oh, didn't work. Let's try it. Oh, yeah. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. God's fire clickbait is a roast of Scooter. You're not wrong. Not wrong. John, if fire, if you can make me feel for Wildflower and Eugene, Seb, Lenny after Brett crushes him, and you all the same guy, you can surely make a compelling film. I like to think that. I'm going to try. Rator 824 presents the crawl space. The door isn't locked. Boom, boom. I don't know why it's Law and Order, but don't remember the time you had the PC on the desk? Oh yeah. That's a good separation point. When PC was on the desk and when PC was off. Damon A. Fiber almost killed overseas. 2 shots to my chest. Just started therapy today. The first time I felt good in a long time. Yo, let's go, Damien. Hell yeah. Rock out. That's awesome. Very, very happy to hear that helped. Let's rock. Just keep on rocking, my friend. I can't see Lenny as any other character, even if the Chiefs have a different season. That's fair. Gale with fire. Only question is whether Tom's movies will have a second cast member. It would, yeah. It would be probably like a 2-person film. Yep. I literally know who I would ask. Like, there's a friend of mine who is an actress who I just know from college, and she did like a show. I don't even know if she's still acting. I would ask her to do it still. Cave on fire. It'd be cool to write, direct, and act, not necessarily main star, act in movie. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I'm going for the trifecta. I would go for the trifecta. So that's it. Doing the Lord's work through your streams and videos, Tom. We're doing the Tom Grossi work. And sometimes it's saying nice at minute 69. So, That Batman. Yeah. Tom still has to be Tom, but it's actual makeup. It's true. It's true. Another one is the camera angle change for games where it'd be on the computer. Yeah, the webcam used to be here. I also didn't have 3 monitors, which are all different, by the way. Like, they're all different. I think they're all... That's Dell, that's HP, that's Dell. They're all different sizes. None of them are the same monitor. This one's curved. I just got whatever was on sale and just added over time. So we're still rocking. Yes, Dominic, it's at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. local time on the 29th. Yes. The you go in the community tab on YouTube. The thing is there. I'm also going to post on Tuesday, the day before, on the 28th. That's going to reiterate all this as well. So, but yeah, it's all posted on all social media. So like Twitter, Instagram, and also on the YouTube community tab. So it'll be GPS. Yeah, there'll be GPS on Monday. Yes. It'll be strange you're not in the basement anymore. Trust me, I know. That's why I'm also content. I said this straight up in stream. Like, I'm content too of living here another year so I can finish Coach. So Coach is just in the same house the entire time. I had planned on it and I wrote it into the lore in case I moved. Like, that was the season 3, episode 3, right? That was that one, right? That's between Lamy and Tom. Like, I literally wrote it into the lore expecting I was gonna go. Darwin Fire once pitched to YouTube that they should get a bunch of guys like you and Perna and make their own ESPN competitor. We'll see. I mean, honestly, it's just YouTube's investing a lot into the NFL. We'll see what it transforms into over the year. Dan Fire, definitely not an OG. I think I started watching it during the 5-ish of the first saga. Hey, episode, that's pretty OG. That's because 2020 is pretty OG. Wasn't Tom supposed to walk through an empty house during the season 3 finale? Yeah, so when I was planning on Coach just being 3 seasons, it was going to be Tom walking out of the crawl space and it was going to be an empty studio. So that's what it was going to be. But then when I realized, like, I want to tell like, there was more that I wanted to do and, like, more that I wanted to tell and, like, really flesh this out. I was like, okay. Well, also, you have to think about this. So, season 1 happens. Season 1 happens with a terrible camcorder, no microphone. Like, it is awful audio. And that comes out. Then in 2020, right? It was the summer of 2020 was the season 1 was the greatest thing until season 2. It was 2020, right? It was the summer of 2020 for Coach season 2. LQ, check me on that. Or is it 2019? Yeah, okay. So 2020 was the season. Okay, so I'm not misremembering. Okay, so 2019 was season 1. Summer of 2020, there's like personal things / things going on in my life. Coach takes a huge turn and it becomes like an outlet for me. 100%. Spring of 2020. Yeah, it was early. Oh my God. I was like, Coach was in March. Yeah, that was early. And it really became a thing. And so I was like, okay, I have like a 3-season idea, but then the East happened. And it was the response to the Bruce and Springsteen skits where I just enjoyed making them so much. Like the Jets and Giants stuff. I also really kind of experimented with content at that point. And the reason why my content was able to like go through this weird little transformation was because I finally had time for the first time in my life where I wasn't working 2 full-time jobs because the pandemic hit. So I was home and I was like, oh, like I'm going to make all these story-driven reaction videos. Like that's the Texans for like all that stuff is happening because I actually had time. And I was like, every day I'm working on this. And I made the Bruce and Springsteen stuff and I loved it so much. And I just kept making those videos and I was like, okay, like let's do the East. And the East, as soon as I started, I was like, Coach is going to be attached to this. I'm going to make this like an all-encompassing thing. And then because of that, I'm going to have to do and want to do all these divisions. And I was like, okay, so then I'd have to expand Coach. What would I do? And I basically kept the same ending that I had for 3, but I swapped it. And instead of an empty thing, it was ambition coming into the world. And I literally, like that whole thing I thought about, years prior. I was like, this is what the end is going to be. And then since then, it's been the lore. So, yeah. Darwin, Fire Fort Manning's got their show. Had the same conversation with NFL via their former VP of operations. Look where that ended up. Yeah. I mean, that's to be more and more people. Alex Rampage! Boop! For the king. Tom, my parents are celebrating 35 years of marriage. Feel very fortunate to have them make it work this entire time. Plan them both go with me to see Vikings at Packers in week 4. A second reason shall be revealed to you at the proper time. Okay. The proper time. This is a secret. Okay. Hell yeah, your parents making it work for 35 years. That's dope. That's super, super cool. Listen, you made it work 35 years, somebody? That ain't easy. That's work. So, hell yeah. Oh, that's true. Introduce Bruce Springsteen during the fan reaction. Yeah, there's a power outage. There's a video where it's just the generator is going outside so I can post that video. Okay, on fire. Have you listened to a song and got a story idea based off what the song is about? Yes, absolutely. I've said this so many times. Coach wouldn't be a thing without music. Coach would not exist without music. And there are songs that I've heard that inspired me for the season. There are songs, for example, you've literally seen this too. So, true story. This was 2 years ago? Yeah, season 4. So 2 years ago, for the Love. So during the Love episode, I knew that was going to be a rough episode. And what I mean by rough is, I mean, this was going to be like a pivotal episode. It was going to be a long episode. And it was going to be like a very honest, like really emotional episode. So to get in that mindset, because like, again, if you watch the episode, you know why it's personal. And I like to get into that mindset, which was like not a negative mindset, but for some of it, it had to be. Like, to get in that kind of mindset, I listened to the song from Up. Like, it was like, doo, 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 doo. Yeah, I listened to that. And I listened to it so much, I wrote that enormous script. And it helped me get into and like access stuff that I needed to get to. And then when we revealed our Spotify like Wrapped at the end of the year on GPS, the number one song, like it was in the top 5 or whatever that I listened to, was the Up song, because I just like put it on repeat like over and over and over and over again, because it got me in that mindset that I needed to be to write that episode. So yes, it is 100% influence stuff. Love still a favorite episode? AP Capstone? No, I have not. I have not heard of it, Joseph. I don't know what it is. New music you want to use for the season? Well, I'm going to be utilizing Daniel. Daniel and I have been talking about this for a while. Also, shout out, Daniel. Shout out. Because Daniel, you could all know this. Daniel, this entire time, for the past few weeks now, has been composing for the International Stadium Tour. So, there's going to be a main theme, and every country we go to is going to have the same theme, but it's going to have flares of the country that we're going to be in, which is going to be phenomenal. Oh yeah, we rocking. Kayvon, what a fire. It's time to be a song, Last Kiss, the Pearl Jam version. Man, it's a sad song. Yeah, it is a very sad song. It is. It is. Aztec with fire a few hours late. We freaking here, baby. We here. And the man, we rocking. Mm-hmm. It's so good. It's so good. Hope you get a deal with a bag soon. Darwin, it's all good, man. I've been very upfront about this since the beginning. I don't like advertising things. I don't like selling things to people. I have merch that Rachel makes, and it's dope. I still don't like advertising things to people. The one time, like, I think I'm gonna, if I would take a thing where I would have to include sponsorships on this channel, is if I can make the channel radically better. And that would be like, I can show the game for Sunday Ticket. Because people who actually don't have access to it, can't afford it, what have you, can watch the game. It'll grow the channel. I would be very happy with that. And yeah, that would literally be, it's not like I've told that to people forever. Like, it's not about the money. I'm very happy and content, like, with the money that I'm making. I'm very fortunate. Again, I've worked my ass off for this, just like year after year, and I never had money. And now to have like a good steady income is really nice. It's nice, but I don't take it for granted. And that's why, you know, we give back so much to be able to have this and work for this. Like, it doesn't ever come from a place of like, oh, I deserve this. So we're gonna get back. We're gonna get back. So that's it. Rachel is dope. It's true. It's true. There's Tom Grossi's merch. Also, Rachel has an Etsy. Support. So, yeah. No, 100%. Darwin, I mean, there's so many fans, the chat has seen it too, who have come around to this channel alone, and there's so many creators that do this too, that get them into football. That's it. Tim, are you pulling for Rodgers this year? I think it's better for the game when he plays. So, like, I am very curious to see, like, what the Jets look like with him being a good quarterback. So, yeah, like I wish him nothing but well. He gave my team a lot of great moments. So the shirts are very good quality. They are very, very good quality. So don't be afraid to accept that pride. Trauma, baby. Can't do it. We try. It's happened a few times. All right, what are we at? 2 hours and 35 minutes. Let's see here. 9:33. All right, let's see. Uno mas or I do have one. Yeah, I have an alligator. Let's do Uno mas. Uno mas. Where's Holly? Holly! Where's Holly? Get to 4 hours. Hey, we're only 2.5 hours. I do have to pee for the day. Also, just wait for the streams this year. Just wait. I am going to be incorporating so many things into the stream this year that are going to make it such a more, I don't want to say interactive, a little interactive, but like a better experience. Just you wait. All right, pee for the D quick. Pee for the D. Rocking and rolling, we're rocking and rolling. Harold? Herman? You telling Herman to dance? Whoa. Calm down now. Calm down. All right, at least Dodo Mus. And it's perfect, because this is the last Allagash I have. That's it. Times to be a live P cam next year? No, but there is going to be something involved with P for the D that I cannot wait to do. Nothing involving the actual act, but just wait. Jam Fire, since Clickbait was talking about ugly jerseys, go Google the Birmingham Barracudas. They were a 1-year failed CFL team. Ooh. Birmingham Barracudas. Oh, their jersey pops up immediately on... They were called Cudas? Oh. No, that's bad. No, I'll tell you the idea that I have for the P for the D video. So basically what I want to do, there's going to be certain things that I think I'm going to, like the draft, I'm going to associate like video clips with, right? So like the pick is in, trade alert, etc. But for the regular season, I've always wanted to do a P for the D video. And like when I got a P for the D, I'm like, all right, folks, P for the D. We'll have like a graphic that comes up like P for the D. And it'll be me sitting at my desk with like my Brita. And I'll be like, hello, and welcome to the Tom Grossi live stream of this game. Right now, he is peeing for the D. And if you're brand new here, you might not know what that means. And it's going to be an entire orientation video. And then I'm going to start like pouring water. And I'm going to make it a really long video. So most of the times you only see like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds of it, depending on how quick I am. but maybe like I need to go and then I need to run do the like the wooden stuff, and there's gonna be like a video that's just gonna get more crazy as it goes over time, and like we'll get into lore. Oh, it'll be great. It'll be great. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Tim, 15 months? Man, can't say enough about this community has done for myself and my outlook on what family is, learning what true chaotic good is, and making it better than Dreamable. Hey, let's go, baby. Let's go. We rocking, baby. We rocking. Fernando, with a fire. Mr. Grossi, just want to say I got my first job at SoFi. Oh, hell yeah. Enjoy those museums. Enjoy those museums. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. For the season, you should make a fan orientation of Tom Grossi streams. Hello, and welcome to the Tom Grossi experience. Right now, make sure that you have earplugs, also some kind of liquid near you, because you may need to pee for the D for your team. Just like go through all the terms. It'd be great. Great. If someone yells Rachel, the Grossi Posse training video, it's like Lost with like the Dharma Initiative. That's it. That's it. Oh, the season's gonna be great. I need to install the new computer before then because I don't think this computer. I love you. I love you. Please don't break. I don't think this computer will be able to take it. Nailed it. Perfect. 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 Screen pillows. Absolutely. A version in front. Dude, I was hoping. There was still a part of me that wanted to go to France just to make the Grossi Pussy video. Like, just to make it. It will happen. It will happen. The PC's getting old. It's getting old. She's great, though. She's great. You're wonderful. Love you. I love you. You have to be very nice. You have to be very, very nice. True. True. But it's a little older. A little older. So, yeah. It's fine. Fine. Nate, I'll try not to get kidnapped. I think I'll be all right. I'll be all right. We'll be good. We'll be rocking. We'll be rolling. But my first 6-pack of Allagash White Wednesday night when I was at Niagara Falls on vacation. This is amazing. Pepper. Bask in the glory. That is Allagash White. No sponsorship. Also. I think did I say this past week? I think I really want to have like a fan meetup celebration at the Allagash Brewery. I've never been there. It's in Maine. I would love to do that. Oh, I'd love it. Of course, LQ. Of course. Jam with a fire. Tom sits in the chair like Captain America. Do your duty and P for the D. So, you want your defense to do well. Have you heard about P for the D? It works. Until it doesn't. Until it doesn't. Cheers, cheers. Hang to Alaska? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Dude, that'd be great. That'd be so great. And like, we just like, don't tell them. We're just like, show up, like, hey, the posse's here. They'll be like, excuse me? And I'll be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. 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 Could we do a raid of someone stringing Rangers Panthers? Let's see. There we go. Let's rock. Let's see. Let us take a gander. Rangers versus Panthers. Let's see. Sydney! Tom! Eating from Vegas. Camping for Saturday and Sunday. It's a great night. Safe travels internationally. Hey, let's go. Enjoy Double or Nothing. Enjoy it. It should be really fun. Should be a good card. Love it. Live it. Rock it. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's see here. What? Bro, there's like 10 people streaming this. I need to get into hockey. I need more people to get into hockey. I will help you, NHL. I will help you. We will. All right. Let's try some raids here. Let's try some raids here. All right. Got one. Please hold. We're going to go. Person got 50 people watching. I got an ad right now. I'm waiting through an ad. Oh my God, another ad. Jesus. Okay. Hold on, waiting. Okay. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's raid. Boom. Grossi, raid, send and live. Let's go. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. Got some Rangers fans here. There we go. The Grossi raid has begun. We're a little out of practice. It's been a while. Let's see if they... Let's see. Oh my goodness, they have a cactus. They have a cactus. Hell yeah. That'll be on the Krakens. We will get the attention of the Kraken. We will. We will. We will do it. We'll do it. We'll raid him. Raid him. Big Rangers fans here. All right, all right. Comedy show, nice. Who are you seeing? All right, talking about the Florida power play. I know. Raiden makes me feel good. Hell yeah. Also, hold on. Flying Fluffy Hockey. We've rated them before for their football stuff. Hell yeah. Let's go say hi to them real quick. Boom. Another raid! Raid. Let's do it. Grossi raid. Sending love. Let's go. We've raided them during the football season. 4-on-4, 11 seconds left for that. Let's get it. Come on now. Let's go. It is a Grossi raid. It is a Grossi raid. Hell yeah. Oh, you seen Fluffy? Hell yeah. Let's go. Ice kitties go meow. Ice kitties go meow. Ice kitties go meow. Go. Oh yeah, missing. We're missing it. We're missing the raids. Ugh. No time. No time. Let's go. Let's go. Damn, he got hit. Woo! It's getting chippy. It's getting chippy. John, thanks for $1. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We're rocking. Nah, Bill, they working too. They working. Brett Coleman, I think, actually tweeted something out about them too. So hell yeah. Joint effort. 18:40 to go. Rangers power play for like 68 seconds. Ooh, gets it out of the zone. Auto zone. That's what it is. All right, Rangers coming back now. Now this is turning into a hockey stream. So usually 55 seconds left on the Rangers power play. Oh, here comes down the approach. Pass it to the left side. Nope, the Ice Kitties got it. They're passing it. Oh, we're going to see a little counter now, or are they just going to get it away? Oh, looks like he tried out. Rangers got it again. Raymond, 15, looking real sharp for your trip, Grossi. Safe travels and great times to y'all. Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Raymond. We're trying. We got the cut. We're rocking. We're rolling. I need to get it. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot in Mexico and Brazil. Gotta get ready. Let's see. Pass the Rangers. Get out of the way, ref. All right, they're moving it around a little bit. They got like less than 20 seconds left on the... Oh, take a shot on goal. No. Saved. 16 seconds left on the power play. 76 miles an hour on that shot. Good God. Make an icing counter. There you go, Pizzle. Hoping for a Pizzle. We'll see. Dude. Hockey's awesome. Playoff hockey's so good. Puck does go slide. Playoff hockey is just so much damn fun. I've really enjoyed getting into it. It's dope. Let's see what we got here. 16 seconds left. Just about. Would be a picture of cake, as it would. Goaltender, dude. My God, I've been thinking about that watching playoff hockey. I'm like, these goaltenders are insane. Like, absolutely insane. Hockey in general is great. Yeah, no, I just don't have time until the playoffs. So it just so happens that it starts like right around the draft. So it's perfect. So, in terms of you moving on, yeah, Lone Buccaneer, listen, if your friend's blocking you, they ain't your friend no more. That's it. That sucks. You can grieve that. Absolutely. Go through what you got to go through. But the best thing is, you ain't tied to one person. Gotta move on, my friend. Just gotta move on. Do things for you. Do things for you. How do we donate for the international tour? I'm going to put on the video. It's going to be just attached to the videos. So, like, there'll be a fundraiser for each one. And it'll be attached to that. So there's no 2 links this year. There's no, like, secondary link for St. Jude. It's just going to be just on YouTube. Just because I know there's a lot of questions about that last year. So to reduce confusion, it's just going to post the video on Tuesday. That's going to be the start of the fundraiser. Boom, 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 boom. That's going to go with everything we do. So any stream that I do, a short will connect to it. The first video comes out on June 1st about London. That'll come out with it. So yeah. That's it. Drinking around the world in Epcot. I started in Canada. I ended in Mexico. When I drank around the world, I went with some friends as well. This was years and it's pre-pandemic when we were all different. Pre-pandemic, and we drank around the world. I was the only one in our group to make it through. Thank you for the applause. And ended up in Mexico, but that beer hit strong. Also, there was 2 employees from the school I was working at that point in Disney at the same time at Epcot, and I was like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? St. Jude definitely knows this time. Yes, they definitely know this time. So, Milbro, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Start in Canada, end in Mexico. That's what I did. It's my favorite college. Well, I like the college I went to, which is SUNY New Paltz. I liked it. Do it, Darwins. Why not? Even if you raise $5, $5 more than they have. Raise $100. You know what I mean? That's it. Is there a way to get a receipt from St. Jude when donating through YouTube? I can have my company match my donation. I think, Kel, you get an email based off of the Gmail account that's connected to your YouTube. So I believe, yes. Actually, no, I know for 100%. You get a a receipt for that. You just get it emailed to you. So, raise 1 billion. Man, I'm just trying to hit 100,000, which just is doing a lot of work there. But yeah, if we raise $100,000, like, this is an immediate success. So, like I said, I'm always nervous about that because it's the off season, numbers are down, and I was worried during 30 and 32, but this community's dope, and any amount we raise, we'll rock. What do you think of the fact that there's fan fiction written about the GCU? I want to read it. Now I want to read it. So, listen, if it allows you to be creative, that's cool. I just would like to know also the tone of it, but yeah. Creative? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, dope. That's right, Colin. That's right. We're rocking. I know, almost a year since 30 and 30. Lots happened. It's been a crazy year. So, the rule exists. Yep, probably fan fiction. You're not wrong. What's more likely, earning $100 million or Jordan Love's 7 Super Bowls? Ugh. Kevin, thanks for the 5 members. I appreciate you. You're talking about me making $100 million? I don't know if there's a... That's a lot of money. Yeah, it might be the 7 Super Bowls. Gentlemen, fire. Remember, Tom, it's no I in team, but there's 6 and F it. I don't care how big the room is. I call Fireball. Cast Fireball? As you should. TJ, Tenor, Tom, went from a small apartment to a house with a yard. Meanwhile, getting a dog, but never had one. Kind of nervous about the responsibility. Any advice for first-time dog owners? Oh, love this. Okay. The first question is, what is your work schedule like? 1. 2. Dogs, like, if you get a puppy, I'm assuming you're going to get a puppy, maybe adopt an older dog. Hey, if you're down for it, adopt an older dog. Give that puppy a good home. And plus, they're already usually house-trained as well. But if you're getting a puppy is, in my opinion, in terms of all the pets that you can have, is basically a step down from having a child, right? The good news is you can keep the crate for both. But, I love telling that joke. But with a dog, like, if you get a puppy, your life is going to be consumed by that puppy. I will put it this way. Make sure you do a lot of research on the dog, kind of dog you want that is fit to your lifestyle that you're going to have. If you're going to be away a lot, a dog is not right for you. If you're going to be home at least a good amount, especially when they're a puppy, you need to be home to raise and train that puppy. Be able to have an income that you can spend on that puppy. And it's going to be more expensive in the beginning because you're going to have to like do vaccines. You're going to have to like do all the training and like all that, potentially chewed furniture, most likely chewed furniture. There's a lot of expenses, and plus they grow out of stuff, leashes, things like that. Food is going to change from puppy to adult, etc. So just make sure you have the budget for that. From there, like I'll tell the story of like when we got Sinclair. So got Sinclair, my little baby. Got Sinclair, brought her home, and the idea was to crate train her, right? So originally what the setup was that we were in the master bedroom, and the Sinclair was in a crate in like the side bedroom. And I will never forget this forever. Locked it. Sinclair started crying. Like the door was open and everything. Like, but started crying to the room. And I went into the other room, and Sinclair, screamed. Did not bark. Did not howl. I mean, like, inhuman, god-awful, like, screams. Where I was like, oh, this is not... And James like, ignore it. And I was like, no. So I legit, the first night Sinclair was home, I got my pillow, I went over to her crate, and I slept next to her crate all night and left my hand in the crate. And she slept underneath my hand. And from then on, I was like, yeah, this is my baby. You will get a very strong attachment usually to that dog, of like a very like, oh, paternal, maternal, this is my puppy. So yeah, just be ready for that. They're a little nightmare. They're monsters. Potty training is very important. You need to be able to be home and take them out and do all that stuff. And yeah. So yeah, you're going to have to do all that. All that. And if I were looking at whippet puppies, put my 11-year-old Italian Greyhound down 5 weeks ago. Oh, hey, I'm so sorry, man. It has happened, unfortunately. Yeah, it's the worst part, but that's part of the responsibility. Like, when you're a pet owner, they didn't choose that. You chose that. So it's your responsibility to take care of them. So I appreciate you for doing the very difficult thing. But yeah, a new pupper you can give a lot of love to, it's worth it. It is the worst feeling. It sucks. It is so bad. Whenever that happens, which is never, because Sinclair's going to live forever. Whenever that happens, yeah, I'm going to break. But it's worth it, because like you're giving that pupper a good home. So, Gentlemen Fire, D&D update. My first character died, so my new character is an Orc Barbarian Pirate. Who when I can will multicast into a bard. Starting strength is 21+7. Oh, hell yeah. Rocket. Hell yeah. And that's what like I tell people. Yeah, John, I'm gonna try to do it on Monday. People like, because again, like it's never promoted on here. Like I'm vegan. I've been vegan for like 7 years now, and the only like I never could eat dairy because I was allergic. But like the thing for me was I love my pets so much. Like I love my dogs. Like I love my cats. I could never eat them, and so I looked at it. It was like there's animals that are smarter and like more intelligent and maternal, just like my dog. So if I have an opportunity to not contribute to that, I'm gonna. And that's it. That's literally just my basis. That's it. I don't push it on anybody. I don't care what you do. This is just for me. I love animals that much, and there's a deep sense of empathy. And that's it. That's it. Exactly, Jen. Just respect those creatures. We're all on the same rock. All on the same rock. See predictions for the playoffs? Ooh. I'd like to think the Ravens finish first. I like to think that. First for the NFC is tough. I can see the Eagles, 49ers, Packers, Lions finishing that. Ain't there. I don't know. After that, it gets tough. I'll do a way too early predictions for the playoffs, though. I'll do that when I get back. So, Any team I'm leaning towards, it'd be like, again, I'm cool with anything because I'm just enjoying hockey at this point. So it'd be cool if the Ice Kitties, you know, if they wind up beating the Rangers, they win because maybe the first one, if I'm not mistaken. So new video games, no. Slay Spire, I platinum though, so very happy about that. So bacon is like, yeah, no, dude, meat's delicious. Meat's absolutely delicious. I just couldn't justify it for me anymore, so I didn't. I was like, okay, I done. Aztec Fire going to SummerSlam 26, despite the fact it's in Satan's domain. It's 2 nights. That's very curious. It's way too far. I don't even know what's happening in 2 years, so I don't know. Maybe, though. I'm still going to try to go to SummerSlam this year. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's still 1-1, 11:45 to go in the third. 18 shots on goal for the Ice Kitties. 21 for the Rangers. Hey, Peyton. When 30 and 30 part 2 happens, when we hit 1 million subscribers someday, somehow. Gonna make it all right, but not right now. Rock out. Who's just gonna barely miss the playoffs? Steelers, I don't think will. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. Cardinals, maybe? Cardinals? You're on the Viking Stadium ground. My feet burn. Yeah, I actually just heard the sound of hooves in the background, and I smelled some sulfur, so I knew Satan was close. I knew. Save the birds, though. Save the birds. Let's see. Speaking of case, if you do need a game, recommend Stray. It was on sale recently, too. I didn't buy it, but dude, I have a backlog of games that's like, I still need to play Ghost of Tsushima. Like, I really want to play it. I know it came out on PC, which is super cool, but I still have it on PS5, like the director's cut, and it's upstairs, like it's waiting to be played. It's actually in the PS5, but I still haven't played it yet. I haven't even started it. Vegetables, not plastics. We all got plastic in us. Oh god. It's fine. Yep. Day one on Xbox One, need an upgrade. Yeah, I hear you. I just have such a backlog. I haven't had time. I've had no time. So yeah, Dean, but that's the thing, right? Like, who cares what people eat? It's fine. Like, do whatever you gotta do. Like, I'm me, so I do me. Like, but it applies to so many things. There's like dumb. Like, let's fight between ourselves. Okay, cool, fine, good, fine. Turning 10 tomorrow. Hey, let's go. Happy birthday. Should I buy the new college football game? If it's your speed, listen, I know a lot of people who are excited about it. I don't watch college football, so I'm not going to buy it. I just hope EA doesn't let them down like they have let me down every year for Madden. So, yeah, that's it. No, if you don't live your life exactly like mine, you're literally the devil. Yeah, that sums it up. that sums it up. So, Washington, yeah, if Jaden Daniels is good, again, their offensive line still gives me some pause, but yeah, Jaden Daniels is good. Yeah, I didn't know that, K-Chan. I didn't know that. All right, I haven't eaten dinner. I only ate lunch today, so I went for 3 hours. Folks, listen. Did I give a big rousing speech before the 30 and 30 final Q&A? Something like that. Listen, regardless of what happens, regardless of what this looks like, good. I appreciate that audio. Whether we hit 100K, whether we hit 185K, like this is my thing. This is something that I want to do. I'm super proud of this community, and yeah, we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying to do good. We're gonna keep trying to push the bar of what this thing could be. And yeah, I hope you support. If you don't, that's cool too. Try to share it. That's cool too. But yeah, I'm willing to do a lot of things to try and help some people. So that's what those incentives are. I'm super excited for it. I'm going to work my ass off. It's going to get crazy. I hope to see some of you there. It's going to be a really, really awesome experience. And at the end of the day, regardless of how much we make, it's going to help some people. So, yeah. Folks, I'll see you on Monday for DPS and Tuesday this crazy thing is going to start. So we made a whole lot of noise for 30 and 30. It's time for an encore. Let's make some more noise. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, see you soon. Let's go, baby!